Dean, S-N-M-O-L.
Straight up doing digits.
Know why they hatin' mad? They wish they was this. Had to cut them niggas off who I used to fuck with. Had to let some women go I once was in love with. But if you my day one, just know I'm who you stuck with. Niggas hate, they wish they was this. Give it my all, yeah, I love this. They say they trustworthy, don't trust it. Disgusted, kill for nothing. They begging judges, now you ain't tough then. You need love then. Ask me why I keep a Glock. Fall back, sit and watch. My man's got killed by his mans. They friends sat and watch. Gotta get this cream, cause as you know, it rise to the top. If I let it rise, then it's gonna be two to your top. Everybody always on go. When do it stop? If I cock it back and let it go, then you would stop. You needed them, they ain't say nothing, and that says a lot. Don't compare me to these rappers, ain't no black man, my op. It's Dean. Know why they hatin' mad? They wish they was this. Had to cut them niggas off who I used to fuck with. Had to let some women go I once was in love with. But if you my day one, just know I'm who you stuck with. Know why they hatin' mad? They wish they was this. Had to cut them niggas off who I used to fuck with. Had to let some women go I once was in love with. But if you my day one, just know I'm who you stuck with. Spending all these figures out in public, I'm a public figure. Tryna roll a L, I'm high as hell. Damn, spilling liquor just in the cards that was dealt. If I deal with you, had to cut a deck. In the background, we playing scissors. Gambling with me, she 21, and I still hit you, still hit you. He ain't try to stay still, but it still hit you. And I'm smelling great. This that St. Laurent new elixir. Funny how they wait for you to pass just to say they miss you. Know why they hatin' mad? They wish they was this. Had to cut them niggas off who I used to fuck with. Had to let some women go I once was in love with. But if you my day one, just know I'm who you stuck with. Know why they hatin' mad? They wish they was this. Had to cut them niggas off who I used to fuck with. Had to let some women go I once was in love with. But if you my day one, just know I'm who you stuck with.
Straight up doing digits.
Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Everybody wants you to be humble when you great. But I know what I am and I know what they ain't. It's Dean. Philly, Chester. You either gonna be a coward or live honorable. I say fuck judges, they dishonorable. When you a phenom, her head is phenomenal. This world cold, so I stay somewhere tropical. When you God's angel, shit get diabolical. Like saying I ain't one of the greatest, that's undeniable. Every beat I get on, you know I get maniacal. When you rely on them, they become unreliable. Damn, that's why jobs do 90 days. And my bars cold as an Alaskan cave. Soon as you tell Caucasians your ancestors slaves, that's when they give you praise in a higher wage. It's all a diversion to not see your worth. You keep coming in last, cause there's things that you ain't noticed first. I'm like the rent, no matter what, I'ma be the first. The devil real, I seen a junkie still ate granny purse. But God real, next day he had an overdose that made it worse. They give you presents, still your presents, gift and a curse. Most people only act godly in church. I stay grounded cause people that I love in the dirt. Got 3 daughters right now, I done gave life. Won't call you broke, I just say that you ain't saved right. Cause when you ain't fly, seem like everybody take flight. Your day ones, they a snitch on you the same night. Can't have leeches around cause they backbite. They'll get you pinched faster than a crab fight. Cause when you get a grip, you realize y'all ain't that tight. Okay, I'm sorry, young nigga, hey, that's life. Your father might not be around, it's my job to teach you. Just in case he ain't here like alopecia. My name Deem, how you doing? And it's nice to meet you. If they can, they'll cut corners like a slice of pizza. All for the cheese, liars do shit you won't believe. That's why I feel the breeze, smoking blue cheese and Belize. I can't be fake here, so I gotta bob and weave. I learned the method, man, and I think that's all I need. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. If I get a deal, please don't be surprised. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. And I learned that the only limit is the sky. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. It's Dame, niggas. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Philly, Chester, You take my confidence as being cocky, I don't give a fuck. The glass never half empty, you just fill it up. Smoking strawberry with something chocolate in a vanilla truck. Blaze a trail, trade on you like Dame, just to make a buck. Can't make this up, it's all cosmetic. Truly believe nothing happens unless God let it. Y'all ain't used to nothing, it's cold. Jamaicans bobsledding, and their cool runnings, they throw pussy because I'm eye-catching. For insurance, be progressive while you progressing. Funny, he ain't like school, it died and became a lesson. And his daughter just learned the 1, 2, 3s, ABCs. But niggas out here with choppers and 2, 2, 3. Land to make believe, and money I have. Anybody you wanna make believe, give you the same feeling as little kids on Christmas Eve. I'm too gifted, I should take my spot right under the tree. Agrees to the shit, that's why they sit in pity under me. They wonder why they still stink. Don't tell me how to think. You seen Frank Lucas with the mink, try and be something that they not. ZZ at the bank, thinking that they really fucking with you was your first mistake. Relationships like tug of war, shit give and take. Could take her on no date, I'm getting money, had to make her wait. Milk conversation, stir it up, then want a handshake. That's the last straw. How can people be so damn fake? Why I came to give you something authentic, non-fiction. It's crazy how they bodies grew, but they minds didn't. Now no same niggas locked up with they mind prison. Defense conviction rate better than Steph free throw percentage. Every beat like the electric chair, murder you could witness. They got me feeling like Ali versus Sonny Liston. Then they get in jail and start bitching and wanna turn Christian. Deciding that they was important was your worst decision. That's bad news, the mechanic blaming the transmission. Funny how everybody break when you in transition. They want ball with you long as you assisting everybody on your team. Just don't become the Pistons. If you do, make sure that you the first pick. She tell me that she worth it, I really think she worthless. They claim a mistake, whole time it's on purpose. You thinking that you fucking with me, must be liquid courage, you heard? You take my confidence as being cocky, I don't give a fuck. The glass never half empty, you just fill it up. Take my confidence as being cocky, I don't give a fuck. The glass never half empty, you just fill it up. Smoking strawberry with something chocolate in a vanilla truck. Blaze a trail, trade on you like Dame, just to make a buck. Smoking strawberry with something chocolate in a vanilla truck. Blaze a trail, trade on you like Dame, just to make a buck. It's Dame, niggas. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive.
What's the deal, people? Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure everybody can hear me in the building. Make sure everybody can hear you, boy. What's going on, y'all? How everybody doing? What's the deal? Can't hear you. Y'all can't hear me? Then y'all still can't hear me? Oh, you can hear me, Crucial? What's the deal, David? Big Coop, Crucial. What's the deal, Savage Bo? What's going on, y'all? Can y'all everybody hear me? Shout out to Marquis, Quee, Savage Bo, Melvin Air Podcast, Fist of Fury, Jado in the building. We hear you. All right, bet. Say no more. What's the deal, everybody? How y'all doing? You feel what I'm saying? Y'all already know this is Dean, and I am your host, and this is Dean. By any means, what's going on, family? I hope everybody doing okay. Let's get straight into it today, because I ain't come here to play. You feel what I'm saying? But make sure y'all address me as best rapper alive, too. You dig what I'm saying? You know, we over here working, man. Best believe, man. Y'all lucky I got this custody case and certain stuff going on. But don't worry, they try and stop Dean, but don't worry, man. God got a plan, man. Let me tell you something, man. God plan bigger than anything that we could possibly fathom. You understand what I'm saying? You did. Um, just know I got stuff coming for y'all on the way, man. I'm working, man. I'm really working, man. So, um, you know, maybe I might give y'all a little sneak peek or whatever, but let's get into it today, though. What's the deal? What's going on, Danetta? How you doing, baby girl? What is the deal? Um, Boxing right now is in a place of gaslighting. And what I'm starting to notice, and it took me a while to notice it, and I knew eventually I would get around to it, is everybody like what you say. See, let me tell you why boxing is getting confusing. Because people's standards ain't they standards and they beliefs ain't they beliefs. Devin fans can see that Keyshawn Davis ducked Devin, but they can't see that he had 8 failed negotiations with everybody else. You're gaslighting me at that point. Everybody's ducking Devin. That's gaslight. Everybody's not ducking Devin. You just got Keyshawn, and you're going to try to turn Keyshawn into everybody. Keyshawn is not everybody. Keyshawn is Keyshawn. You see what I'm saying? You got Virgil Ortiz. Let me talk about the gaslighting we got going on. We got Virgil Ortiz, Robert Garcia. Don't nobody want to fight Virgil. He got a hard time getting to fight. That right now is probably true, but let me tell you why it's gaslighting people. Because don't nobody want to fight you because you was wasting everybody's time. Okay? So the don't nobody want to fight you, that part's true right now. You understand? You was wasting everybody's time. And it's not true that don't nobody want to fight you because Jerron Ennis signed to fight you. You played sit and had a WWE match and a promotional rollout like Macho Man Randy Savage with Oscar De La Hoya. That's what actually happened. And the reason why people could try to even switch it on Jerron Ennis in any way possible is the gaslighting. Well, shit, he available now. He say he want it now. Virgil Ortiz been saying he want to fight Jerron Ennis for 5 years now, damn near. So what? He said he wanted to fight him. What did he do anything to try to fight the man? Or he just said he wanted to fight him? See, let's get to Claressa Shields. Everybody can see hate when people attacking Claressa. And I see it myself. I got eyes. I told y'all I don't like the agenda that's against that young lady. But where you're gaslighting me at is if she doesn't deserve it to a certain ass point, she's the biggest hater. It's only so bad I can feel about a hater getting hated on. Let Dean say that again. It's only, shout out to Patrick Bell in the building. Shout out to No Evidence. And No Evidence, I did that too. He said thanks. I did that too. Is people attacking Claressa Shields? Yes. Do Claressa Shields attack everybody else? Yes. Do Carissa Shields start stuff? Is people starting stuff with Carissa 100%? Carissa Shields is the biggest shit starter, though. It's only so bad I feel for the bully when he get bullied. You understand what I'm talking about, Sky Miller, David? But you ain't gonna gaslight me and be like, man, Carissa, they hating on that girl. Why they talking about that girl? Why she talking about Gervonta Davis every 5 fucking seconds? You know? A lot of this she put on herself. And when and where you find yourself in a trick bag because the fighters that she around, a lot of y'all don't like the other fighters she around. If they was doing the same thing, you would call it out. But because it's Carissa, we turn blind. No, I refuse to. Sorry, you won't gaslight me into playing victim. Carissa Shields is not no victim. Is she getting victimized right now? 1,000%. Is she a goddamn victim? 1,000% not. No. Sorry, well, a lot of gaslighting going on in boxing. This is why y'all have a hard time and y'all got to fight against everybody about shit because your standards ain't your standards. Because the minute I put somebody else that you don't like in Carissa position, Devin fans could say we hating. Devin fans could say, why y'all talk about Devin? You could fake an agenda. Shakur Stevenson fans could say y'all be hating on Core. On Ryan, everybody could play victim if they chose to. You understand? But the reason why I could care less about anybody's fan base is because Dame sticks to his standards and his beliefs, and I don't switch that up for nothing or for nobody. That's just me personally, y'all. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that super chat, and definitely hit that Cash App and PayPal. Make sure you hit that Cash App and PayPal. I told y'all what a brother got going on. We got lawyers and all types of stuff. Show your boys some love. I ain't doing this for my health. You dig what I'm saying? But it's been a lot of gaslighting going on in boxing. Keyshawn Davis trying to gaslight us right now, talking about he got a big announcement. Keyshawn, sir, if it's not Devin Haney or like Gervonta Davis or something, fam, I can be honest with you. It's Jack Catterall. I'm hearing you fighting Jack Catterall, but you about to gaslight me and to say that that's a big announcement. Where? Where is that a big announcement at? A big announcement for who? Jack Catterall, 100%. See, that's the gaslighting part. With Keyshawn wasn't always wrong about that. But it's just for Jack Catterall that's a big announcement, not Keyshawn Davis. Do you understand? If you understand, type understand. Let me get on to the biggest gaslighting that has been going on in boxing. And Clarissa Shields and her whole team is a part of this one. Hold on. My fault, y'all. Let's get to the biggest gaslighting that's going on in boxing right now. We got a guy by the name of Devin the Dream Haney. Shout out to Sky Miller. Let me do this first. I'm taking care of all my super chats, cash ins. Oh, y'all get number one attention. Sorry. Can't do it. Sky Miller in the building. He sent the deuce. He sent 2 Earthbucks. Shout out to my bro. He said, shout out to one of the best fathers on YT on YouTube. My dog. I appreciate you, Sky Miller, man. I hope the judge and the jury see it that way too. You understand? Just pray for Dean. You did. Just pray for Dean. You did. And the reason why I say that, just because my baby mom is not no bum, it ain't gonna just be easy, yo. You understand? She got a little emotion going on too. You feel what I'm saying? I can't hate on a woman. A woman's a very intelligent young lady. A psychopath, maybe, but a very intelligent young lady. You did. But don't worry about it. My counsel, they very confident. That's all I will say. And I got a woman lawyer. Shout out to the ladies. You did what I'm saying. Shout out to her. You feel me? So, um, the biggest gaslighting that's going on in this boxing thing, and y'all see the Cash App up there, and the PayPal is the same thing. You understand? Um, Devin Haney is not active right now, but let me tell you how Shakur, Carissa, Bud, Devin will fight anybody. Gervonta Davis is inactive, y'all. Why are y'all talking about an inactive fighter? Devin Haney's inactive. Devin Haney only fought 3 times since 2023. Since he fought Ryan Garcia, he's only fought 3 times since 2023, fam. Is it 3? No, it's 2. Hold on. He fought after Ryan, he fought Ramirez. Then he's fought 2 times in the last 3 years. You know who else fought 2 times in the last 3 years? Gervonta Davis. But is that narrative out on Devin Haney that he's an inactive fighter? I'm just asking. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if my math been right, huh? Scott Miller said I've been going through it too, bro. God don't stop. Scott Miller, we got a link. We got to chop it up, bro. You know you can talk to me, my dog. You ain't gotta keep it to yourself, Wody. You dig what I'm saying? You going through it, man. Holla at a player, man. I might have some advice. You know, I might have been through it. We might be able to connect and try to figure that situation out. Scott Miller, you already know. You can just reach out to me, gang. Period. You feel me? You need to talk anything, you already know. Devin Haney fought Brian Norman Jr., am I correct, right, y'all? And he fought Ramirez. He done fought 2 times in the last 3 years, too. But why that narrative not out? Why Clarissa Shields not saying that about Devin? Why she saying the complete opposite about Devin? They saying Devin to fight anybody. He fought 2 times in the last 3 years, but y'all don't call him an inactive fighter. Do you understand him and Gervonta Davis been out basically the same amount of time in the last 3 years? Do y'all understand that him and Gervonta both have only fought? Gervonta fought Ryan Garcia. I mean, he fought Frank Martin and goddamn Lamont Roach. Huh? Why is that narrative not out about Devin? Y'all forgot he lost to Ryan. He took a year off. He didn't fight Ramirez right away. He took 15, 16 months off too. Fort Ramirez got right back in the ring with Brian Norman Jr. and then been going for another 9-10 months. And it's looking like he's not going to have a fight this year either. So why is the narrative not pushed on Devin that he need to come back to the sport? Because if he was the face of boxing, people would be saying the same thing, dog. But you know what that is from frequent flyers and the champ size and the LDBCs and all of those guys that is called gaslighting, fam. Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney have fought the same amount of times in the last 2 to 3 years. Just facts, gang. But that narrative is not on Devin Haney that he's an inactive fighter. He about to be a whole year off the ring too. November is around the corner. Quee said, that's different, Dean. I can hear the voice she said it. That's different, Dean. Salute to Lewis in the building. What's the deal? I'm just trying to understand, y'all, what we doing here, fam. I know how to count. Gervonta Davis for Frank Martin and he for Lamont Roach. Devin Haney, Fort Ramirez, and Brian Norman Jr. When you go look at the time, you got to remember Devin voluntarily took a year off after the Ryan fight. Shout out to D Free. He didn't have to take. He was suspended at first because the way he got beat up, but he could have came back. Devin took a whole year off too before that, and nobody was sitting. Shout out to Tucson in the building. And nobody was up there talking about how Devin's an inactive fighter, y'all. Do y'all understand in the last 2.5, 3 years, Gervonta and Devin have fought the same amount of time? They have been out the ring equal time. No more sleepwalking in the building, dog. I'm just saying, y'all, that is gaslighting. Y'all are gaslighting us. Carissa Shields, Gervonta inactive, but you ain't saying that about Devin Haney, though. Why you ain't saying that about Devin? You know who else about to be inactive for a while, too, and it's going to come way faster than you thought? Shakur Stevenson ain't fought since January, fam. Shakur Stevenson fought at the very beginning of the year. We are at the end of the summer now. Do y'all understand why I say that? T.O.'s back in the ring. T.O. lost. They had a cut across his eye. T.O.'s back in the ring before then. Shakur won the fight. Do y'all understand me? Who's Shakur about to fight? Who is Shakur Stevenson about to fight? Carissa Shields got so much to say about Gervonta. Who is Shakur about to fight? He hasn't fought since January either. Y'all don't call Devin an inactive fighter, fam. Devin about to be off a year, November. If he don't get a fight announced by the end of September, fam, Devin's not fighting the rest of this year. Why you know that, y'all? Because you got to get ready for the fight. He needs at least 2 to 3 months to get ready for the fight. Let's count, people. Let's do some math. September, October, November, December. We got 4 months left in the year, fam. We have 4 months left in the year, and Shakur fought at the very beginning of this year, fam. And then now you got content creators, and then shout out to Showbiz, shout out to Two Stone Superstar. Y'all let them take my whole swag and flow. Now Two Tone calling Gervonta the face of boxing, and we need Tank back. And that since he's been gone, y'all ain't done nothing. Where did he get that from? Where did Two Stone Superstar was one of Gervonta's bigger haters? Where did he get that narrative from? And he's admitted that he listens to my content, so he can't even say that he don't know who I am, or he's admitted to me personally he listens. Where'd they get that from? Showbiz get blocked by Shakur, and now he want to start telling the truth about Shakur, sounding just like me. Where you get that from? Yo, Dean, you gotta tell him bring on his platform. That's a good duo. Nah, I think we would be. I think it'd be very hilarious. It's just my point. I would want him to just admit, where did you hear that from first, fam? I agree with him. I agree with Two Tone Superstar. We do need Gervonta Davis back. He is the face of boxing, and the rest of the boxers haven't done nothing since he's been away. I said that first. But people will literally walk around as if that's theirs. I ain't even mad at you saying it. When you try to make it as if this is something you're saying, nah, fam. No, and I ain't even mad at it. I want y'all to know I'm not mad at it. I appreciate it. I'm glad that people starting to be honest now, because Showbiz wasn't being honest with Shakur when he was doing interviews with him and he was keying with him. You understand? Now, dudes that called me moist, Showbiz, and said that I was a fanboy, now y'all coming around to how I think. So who was right the whole time, Showbiz? Gervonta ain't never blocked you. At least Gervonta's been honest with you that he don't mess with you. Shakur was fake cool with you and then blocked you, just like me. And we both supported Shakur. I can say that, Showbiz. You have supported Shakur. Same as me. Still got you blocked, though. I told y'all how homeboy is. Right? Real rap, Fist of Fury. I'm just saying, bro. I'm not here to pat myself on the back. I'm here for y'all to put it in your head because you know I'm telling the truth. Am I lying? Who the first person you heard ever say that the yo since Tank been away, they haven't done nothing. Why ain't they gonna fight each other? Matter of fact, remember y'all, I guaranteed you that this would happen. That's the difference. See, everybody else tell y'all what they feel and their opinions and shit. No, I give y'all definitive things. I'm telling you this gonna happen. I'm guaranteeing it. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that super chat, and hit that cash in. I'm guaranteeing this is going to happen. Boxing needs Gervonta now more than ever. Do you know some boxing events you can't even bet on? Do you know what the odds is in boxing events? People don't even like betting on boxing no more. Bro, it's a dead sport. It's not a dead sport to me and you, but boxing is a dead sport, fam. Why? Because the competition ain't high enough. And even though it is great competition, because of the fact that they don't fight each other all the time, it makes it makes the matches so predictable. Do you understand? That people is not even worth them spending their money on. They'd rather go bet on the Celtics or the Patriots or something. The other boxers should be ashamed of themselves. Gervonta Davis has been going 15, 16 months. Y'all have done nothing but go to Zuffa, fight T.O., and go to Zuffa. That's all Shakur Stevenson has done. And if T.O. loses against Rolly tomorrow, Lord have mercy. Don't let him get knocked out by Rolly, too. I'm just letting y'all know that now. He get knocked out by Rolly. We gonna have a whole different type of conversation. A talking point that nobody ever talk about is how Rolly Romero is the empathy of what's wrong with boxing in society. Rolly Romero is what's wrong with boxing. Why Rolly? What's wrong with boxing? I think Rolly good for boxing. I don't know why. Why would you say Rolly's bad for boxing? I think Rolly's great for boxing. Actually, he has a great personality. He be popping it. He don't be frauding too much. He be frauding a little bit, but he don't be frauding too much. Rolly knows how to sell it. He knows how to do his PR thing, and I rock with Rolly because of that. Yeah, I don't know. Rolly ain't really done nothing. Like I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, Rolly Romero. I think he's gonna fare very well against T.O. I think that's gonna be a great fight. I'm leaning. Y'all didn't get to hear me say this yesterday, but y'all can hear me say it now because I don't know the live was messing up at first. I'm leaning more towards Rolly. I think Rolly gonna be. I think the reason why is I'm always go with the more focused fighter. Once I found out that Teofimo Lopez Sr. was actually using drugs, was actually doing things that we thought he was doing at that time. Remember when him and Bud was going at it, and we was making jokes like, man, yo, Senior lit up that night. Boy, Senior on that Yola. The thing is, now that that has happened, and he's admitted that he was having a hard time last year and things of that nature, you don't just bounce back from that like that, bro. And I just feel like Rolly has been more focused. And I just think if Rolly stays patient and doesn't rush his work versus T.O., make T.O. think a little bit, I think that he go on. And we have T.O., this T.O. first fight at 147. So I don't know how T.O. body going to adjust to that too. Like the punching power at 147 different. When he was sparring Rolly and all of that, Rolly wasn't where Rolly at right now. Rolly like fully filled out now. So I think that that's going to be something T.O. is going to have to offset and going to have to deal with and going to have to we going to see how T.O. react. And my problem with T.O. is he bruised so easily. I think if he get cut versus Rolly, that's where things is going to go downhill for him because now he's going to be very more cautious. And I don't see how T.O. beats Rolly being cautious. He's going to have to attack Rolly. He's not going to be able to just sit back and certain things like that. Rolly's one thing that's underrated about Rolly Romero. Rolly pretty good at cutting off the ring. He ain't great at it, but he's good enough at it to put you in some situations. And Rolly follows up with shots. So, do I see a scenario where T.O. can outbox Rolly? And because T.O.'s not going to stop Rolly. Yeah, I can see T.O. outboxing Rolly. If T.O. on his real flow, then we'll see. But other than that, I'm not sure. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure. But for OG to be on the cocaine and all that, Riviera says he's a D-level fighter skill-wise and has 2 division champions. A person's success should be based off of what's meant in society, not politics, blah, blah, blah. D-level, I can't say you D-level if you be, then what's Ryan Garcia? F? So you can't sit up there and talk about D-level when Ryan Garcia, he beat Ryan. And he beat Ryan Claire too. Like he didn't even beat Ryan like he beat Ryan. It's a difference. He beat Ryan Claire. Ryan might have won 3 rounds in that fight at the most. Like he demolished Ryan Garcia. Like he walked through Ryan Garcia. You understand what I'm saying? So if he's a D-level fighter, then what does that make Ryan? That's the only thing I would want to know. Shout out to Marcus in the building. If T.O. got knocked out, Rolly gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Rolly had a great point. Y'all praise Shakur Stevenson for the win versus T.O. If he beat T.O. worse than Shakur Stevenson, he deserves a lot of credit for it. Same way I said Shakur still deserved a lot of credit for beating T.O. as well. See, I'm not fake, bro. My standards is my standards. My beliefs is my beliefs. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that super chat. Make sure y'all hit that cash app. Let me check that cash app. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what's popping. Yeah, somebody. Shout out to my dog D1, man. He said needed this live to pass the time. Shout out to D1. He sent 2 Earth bucks in the cash app. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog, man. So, like I said, Joe, we have been gaslit to believe that this thing that, like I said, Devin Haney, that narrative on him is not that he's inactive. Truth of the matter is, y'all, in the last 2 to 2.5 to 3 years, Gervonta and Devin Haney have fought the same amount of time. They have been fighting at different time periods. But if you look back at the last 3 years since 2023, they have fought the same amount of times. You understand? But nobody was saying that Devin's an inactive fighter. Do you understand? Devin about to be out of the ring for a year. We got September, October. We only got 2 more months before it's a year. We only got 2 more months before it is a year of them being out the ring. Virgil Ortiz is gaslighting us. Don't nobody want to fight him. Meanwhile, he has done nothing to fight nobody. If anything, he's harm boxing. I told y'all, I predicted that he'd be cool with Oscar De La Hoya 10 minutes after. So when people ask me about him versus Jaron Ennis, it doesn't make sense to me all of the way because I predicted that the guy was a clown and a fraud. You shouldn't even ask Dame about Virgil Ortiz no more when I told y'all that him and Oscar would be cool 10 minutes after Jaron Ennis beat Xander Zayas. I said this months and months before the fight even took place. So it's not revisionist history with Dame. Y'all thought I was just BSing. I was dead up. I was dead serious. Virgil Ortiz and then Oscar, this is a play. They do not want to fight Jaron Ennis. That's why I know that this is a play. They do not want to fight Jaron Ennis now. They're just saying they wanted to fight Jaron Ennis, same way they were saying they wanted to fight Jaron Ennis then. Ain't nothing new, ain't nothing under the sun. It's just a different play. Instead of running it to the left side, they trying to run it to the right side now. Ain't nothing new. We got to stop this, bro, in boxing, dog. And then, let me say this too, man. I don't care about Claressa Shields stuff, man. Don't at me in your videos, bro. Y'all don't even come past my channel. I don't understand then atting me in a video and you don't even rock with me, bro. I wouldn't know what you're doing, why you're doing it for. What do you want me to see it for? I'm not going to watch it. I don't even like Claressa Shields. Why do you think I care about, like, I don't care. I don't care what she got paid. I don't care about her and Papoose. I don't care. Let me get that out the way and say that first and foremost. Like, people really narcissistic and insane. I don't care, fam. Okay, do that over there, dog. I don't. You telling me for? You don't fuck with me. The fuck? And I ain't even mad at that, but goddamn, like, DeMonte in the building with the pound. He sent 5 Earth bucks. He says, remember how Steve Claggett had T.O. face looking with no power? Let's go, Rolly. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog. Make sure y'all get those likes up, man. Hit that like button, hit that super chat, hit that cash app, man. Holla at your boy. Yeah, I don't care about that girl personal life, dog. I'm a man, bro. What I care about a woman personal life for? I ain't messing with her. I don't care. She ain't my Stilo. And she ain't gotta be. As long as she Papoose Stilo and they got that going on, that's all that matters, fam. I could care less about what that young lady doing in her personal life, dog. I'm being all the way honest. Like, I don't care what nobody doing in their personal life. Hold on. All boxing is about gaslighting, man. Like I said, y'all, stick to your beliefs, man. Stick to what you stand on boxing, man. But all this picking and choosing, depending on the fighter, we can only see ducks when our favorite fighter get ducked, but we can't see a duck if they ducking everybody else. I'm not doing that. And I'm not going to let the boxing community do that. Y'all not gaslighting me no more. Somebody put out Virgil Ortiz numbers versus, what's his name? Erickson Lubin, right, y'all? They was terrible in his hometown, but people are going to keep telling you that Virgil Ortiz is a star and him and Boots is the fight everybody wants to see. Are you telling me he a star or is he a star? Or are you trying to make me believe he's a star? Because his last couple fights in the attendance and the revenue hasn't shown nothing star about it. That's another gaslighting that Virgil Ortiz is this name in boxing. No, y'all in Texas. Shout out to my Texas brethren. But it's y'all that talk about this nigga. Don't nobody else care about Virgil Ortiz, dog. Y'all don't even care about Virgil Ortiz like that because at the Dickies Arena, he was not selling out. That is another form of gaslighting. Don't tell me he a star. I need to see he a star. D1 in the building. He said, I love when they piss Deem off because the live be fire. You already know every time. But I'm trying to have a little more decorum. Shot the Nitro in the building. My dog, he sent 2 Earth bucks. He says, T.O. winning, Rolly gonna be in the ring confused. He might be. He might be. I'm just telling you. Hold on. D1 said, let me check that cash app. Let me check that cash app then. That's what I'm going to do. Let me check that cash app real quick. Because we got to get some more straightening going on around here, dog. My fault. My fault. Shout out to my dog D1 in the building. He said, lawyer fees and prayers. He sent the 3-piece. My dog. He sent the 3 Earth bucks in the cash app. Shout out to my dog. Much, much, much appreciated, people. Y'all already know that, man. Yeah, like I said, somebody just put up Virgil Ortiz numbers at the Diggy Arena. Texas don't even care about you like that, dog. Stop telling me somebody something until they prove it, man. You understand me? As far as I'm concerned, he ain't a bigger name than Fundora and a bunch of people. He gotta earn this shit, man. We ain't just giving nothing away no more, dog. It's earned, man. It's proven. Thank you, D1. I appreciate that, bro. Like it's proven, my dog. You gotta prove it, fam. And Virgil Ortiz, don't nobody say he an inactive fighter. Why y'all not pushing that narrative on him? But Gervonta get that narrative pushed on him every single time. Bud took a year off for 8 years in the row, and nobody said he was an inactive fighter. What we doing? We got to stop the dumb stuff, bro. That's all Dean is saying, bro. Have some integrity in the sport of boxing. The reason why boxing is not where it's supposed to be, because in boxing, all they care about now is pushing narratives and arguing narratives. We no longer care about actually getting the fights done, bro. And what these guys don't understand is that you are a social star. You're not an actual people are going to go buy your tickets and go see you fight star. That is 2 different things, fam. Canelo don't be on YouTube at all. His arenas be packed. Y'all live in a fake reality. Don't nobody talk about Devin more on YouTube. Devin can't even come close to Canelo. People don't even talk about Canelo like that because you know why? They ain't got to. Because as soon as he fight, guess what's gonna happen? Him and Billy gonna be packed out, okay? Keep telling me Gervonta Davis. The sport don't need Gervonta Davis, and this person is the face of boxing, and that person is the face of boxing, and Keyshawn's the real Davis, and all of this stuff. Like, bro, you're telling me that that's not reality. The reality of it is they need Gervonta Davis more than ever because everybody that y'all say is better than him or the face of more than him, the fight that they want is him. It don't even make sense. Shakur, Devin, Keyshawn, the main fight they all claim they want is Gervonta Davis. Certain things just don't make sense, bro. It is what they is. It ain't what it ain't, fam. Y'all let people sit up there and take my whole flow, bro. Now Gervonta Davis is the culture, and he's so missed in the sport of boxing. When y'all came up and realized that? I'm glad that y'all starting to realize it, but damn, what do you like it took you this long to realize that at least? Because people used to you want things to be how you want it. The reason why y'all can't mess with me with boxing talk, because I accept things for how they are. Life ain't about things being what you want it to be. It's about what it are. You gotta work to get things to be how you want them to be. Virgil, Devin Haney, Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson. You gotta work to get things to be how you want it to be. You ain't gonna just wake up and things gonna be how you want it to be. Prime example, y'all. You know how everybody be talking about Drake had got people writing lyrics for him and Drake be stealing this and Drake be doing that. Well, me and my bros the other day, we was back listening to Drake first mixtape ever before he even got signed to Young Money. Drake rapped the same way then that he do now. Is it more advanced? Yes, we in 2026. Drake came out in 09, 08. This mixtape, I was in the 11th grade. And my baby mom, who wasn't my baby mom at the time, but she was my girl, she put me on to her because she liked the Nicki Minaj. She was like, "You ever heard of Drake?" I'm like, "Nah, who Drake?" She was like, "The boyfriend of the Degrassi show." I said, "Who, Wheelchair Jimmy?" She was like, "Yeah." I said, "Never. He rap?" She was like, "Yeah, babe, he rap." I was like, "Let me hear him." Drake music, he has some best I ever had. He made that before he got signed. One of his biggest songs ever, baby, you my everything, you all I ever wanted, we could do. He made that before he even was with Lil Wayne and them. Y'all don't know that because they put it on the album, obviously, because it was a hit song. But his biggest song on his first album, or one or two of them, he already wrote that before he even got signed. But if you listen to people long enough, they'll tell you Drake ain't been rapping good. That's not true, bro. That's gaslighting. I ain't saying he don't got people helping him with raps and all of that. I ain't talking about that part. Everybody in the industry does. That's why that's another form of gaslighting. Everybody in the industry does. Jay-Z didn't write give me that funky the big pimpin' hook. Jay-Z ain't write that. There's things y'all don't know, fam. Like everybody got that. That's what they not gonna tell you though. You think Daylight and people like that that's with TDE, you think they don't help Kendrick at all with anything he does? Stop it, bro. I got beachfront property in Idaho to sell you, family. I got beachfront property in Idaho to sell you, dog. Just be honest with you. Young Jeezy didn't even know how to rap, y'all. He just was very good at the ad-libs. You know how many people helped Young Jeezy on some of them first couple albums? Not saying Young Jeezy can't rap, but Young Jeezy, like, bro, bro. But again, that's a form of gaslighting. People don't understand that everybody, when you're at that level, gets help writing. Every hook that a rapper you heard from a rapper, some rappers take songs from other rappers. And what's his name? Young Berg. He the hit maker now. He is a producer. Young Berg said he don't even like Dylan. Like Young Berg gives you songs, and he gets the rapper to do it. Young Berg don't even like working with rappers where they create their own shit. He said he has done it. He's willing to do it, but that's why his name is Hitmaker. He comes to artists with songs. Just being honest with y'all, bro. But that narrative on Drake, as if Drake, you think Nicki ain't getting no help from Wayne, Drake, nobody else for all her shit? Stop it. So my point is, bro, when we sitting up here talking about this boxing, all anybody doing is fighting narratives instead of fighting. I'm gonna say it again. All we have turned boxing into, even Mac to all the way up to Max Kellerman's and Ariel Hawani's. You notice that most of the boxing talk is about narratives instead of fighting. They fighting narratives instead of fighting. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, y'all. And I just want y'all to understand what we're dealing with. They only want to talk about fighting, narratives, and not actual fights. And that's where boxing is dead, bro. Boxing is a dead sport. People do not care about boxing like that, bro. Not as much as us who talk about it every day think that people do, because it be 200-300 people in the building and shit. No, that's the content creators that have curated a certain brand, have earned that spot. But boxing has become a niche sport. It wasn't always a niche sport. Boxing used to be the number one sport in America. When Muhammad Ali was a boxer. Boxer was number one. You understand what I'm saying? Boxing was number one for a long time too. But now everybody want to make excuses to not fight, talk about not fighting. You got zoo for these different entities. There's so much politics that go on that now it did nothing but hurt our sport. It didn't help it at all whatsoever. And it's unfortunate, dog. It's unfortunate. We have been gaslit all the way around the board. Virgil Ortiz been known he was going to go to 160. See, these is the games I'm talking about. People playing. They are going to say that they trying to fight and that they want Jaron and Fundora, but he didn't put in the petition. He was signed to fight Jaron in this, and then he faked the beef. Came out of that as I predicted it, and now you're going to 160 as we predicted, bro. That was the plan the whole time. The plan the whole time was to talk about Boots, use Boots' name, the Boots your name, and then go to 160. And then what they're going to do now is try to get a belt there and then tell Boots and them, see, look, we got a belt. Y'all got to come fight us. And try to build leverage that way, bro. I see the play. And if you don't see the play, fam, you either dumb, blind, stupid, or retarded. I'm sorry, fam. You don't see the play Virgil and Robert and them was trying to play. You don't see the play. The play is to use Jerron in his name, let Jerron Ennis become undisputed, go to 160, try to win a belt there, and then act like you the A side then too. Mark my words. Mark my words. Why do you think Virgil keeps saying, I want anybody at 160 that got a belt? Because 160 weak, and he know that he could probably win that. You know what I'm saying? They already know that they're weak. He not trying to fight Fundora or Boots and get beat first. Nah, he gonna go up there, try to build himself as a 160 champion. Boots gonna be undisputed, and if Boots want to move up, which Boots probably will do after that, he could. Well, now they're gonna see, yeah, you should challenge for my belt. I guarantee you, y'all. Mark my words. Today, you heard the narrative here first. It's going to happen again. I promise you. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that super chat, hit that cash app. I'm trying to give you game. Virgil is going to go to 160, get one of the weakest belts up there, beat whoever is up there. By that time, Boots will be undisputed. And then Virgil and Rob are going to say, come on, Boots, come fight us up here. We got the belt. But we got a title now, so we not taking nothing less. I'm telling you what the play going to be, dog. I'm telling y'all what the play is going to be. I am telling y'all what the play going to be. Devin Haney's not fighting this year. As much as Devin Haney fans, see, this is where I put them in checkmate. Because Devin Haney fans wanted to talk about Dean. He turned down Gervonta because Gervonta ain't fighting for the rest of the year. Neither is Devin. Dean, yeah, he turned down the fight with Tank because he's not fighting for the rest of the year. Neither is Devin. Neither is Devin, nigga. So why he's turning it down? Y'all know if Devin don't, y'all know it's really a duck if Devin does not fight this year and he waits until 2027 to fight, it is really a duck because all y'all told me is that he turned down the fight because he couldn't fight Tank until next year. Then how could that possibly be true if both of them wasn't fighting until next year? God damn, Devin's the biggest duck of 2026. You duck Gervonta Davis or Canelo Alvarez, you automatically get biggest duck of the year. Bud Crawford, anybody like that. You duck Noah Inoue, you duck anybody at that type of level, Jerron, and you earn duck of the year. I'm sorry, fam. Y'all want to talk about Keyshawn duck of the year. Keyshawn Davis is not duck of the year. Devin Haney is duck of the year, and we're going to prove that if he don't fight this year. Because all his fans kept saying is, Dean, he turned down the fight with Tank because Tank ain't fighting until next year. Well, neither the hell is Devin. So why would you turn down the fight? Y'all could have just pushed the date for next year like Dean was trying to tell him. But they try to talk to me as if fight dates is people don't sign fights in advance. Like people don't sign fights 6 months in advance. Virgil duck of the century, yeah. Devin's duck of the year and Virgil's duck of the century. I like how you put that. Virgil has the worst duck that I've seen since I've been covering boxing. 2 Cent Boxing is 1,000% right about that. Virgil he's really the biggest duck of the year. Technically. But his duck's so big that we can't even just give it the year. We got to give it the last 20 years. Virgil has the biggest duck of the last 20 years. And it might be longer than that. I'm being gracious. It might be. If you could name another fighter that fake played sick, got into an argument in a fight with his promoter, was about to lose their network deal, had to get it back, had the network had to step in and say something to the fighter. And then after the fighter they ducked, became unified, and beat a fighter that they also ducked 10 minutes after the fight. Y'all back cool now? After saying y'all would never work with each other again and we was in court? That's the biggest duck in the last 25, 30 years. I'm sorry, unless you can point another boxer out like that where all of that took place and then wanted $7 million. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, Virgil Ortiz is the biggest duck of the century. I'm sorry. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, we back. But Devin Haney is a bigger duck than Keyshawn Davis, and I'll debate anybody that. Devin Haney Devin Haney is a bigger duck than Keyshawn Davis, dog. Especially if Devin don't fight this year, fam. And I'll debate that with anybody. If Devin don't fight that this year, he's the biggest duck of the year. Now, what I'm gonna need y'all to do before I drop this link, I need y'all to send a few more super chats and a couple more cash apps. Holla at your boy. You dig what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. And then I'm gonna drop this link because I want to debate. Devin's a bigger duck than Keyshawn Davis is. Yes. And then we can talk about anything else you want to talk about. But how y'all have tried to gaslight us where you can only see it one way. Oh, Keyshawn, Devin got ducked by Keyshawn. Yes, the hell he did. 1,000% he did. But he ducked Gervonta Davis, and if he don't fight this year, it's definitely the biggest duck. Because all of y'all excuses was is that Tank not fighting this year. Was looking like Devin's not fighting this year either, which means Marquis, which means he sent the deuce and he sent 2 earth bucks. Shout out to my dog. That's what that means. He was listening. Shout out to my dog. You understand? If you understand, type understand. Devin Haney's for sure the biggest duck of this year. Virgil Ortiz is the biggest duck in the last 30. And I'll debate that with anybody. Sorry, man. What he did was worse than what Keyshawn did, especially if he don't get another fight. If Keyshawn Davis fights before Devin Haney do, oh, man. Bill just agreed. Oh, yeah, let's talk about something else, too. Y'all send a couple more super chats, couple more cash apps. I'm going to drop this link because I know y'all want to talk. We got a lot to talk about. Did y'all see how Bill Haney got court fraud on the Boxing Voice about Jaron Ennis? A young man called, and shout out to my dog, No Cap. No Cap, I heard No Cap on the Boxing Voice. No Cap was going crazy. Side note, shout out to No Cap. No Cap called up to the Boxing Voice and was going crazy. I was like, that's my dog. I was proud, yo. You ever be proud of your brother? Like, I heard him randomly. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, I'm going through Twitter. And here go No Cap. I was proud like a bro. I was like, that's my dog. dog. That's my guy. Shout out to Detroit. I said, get him, no cap. Get their ass. But Bill got so upset that he told one of the young men that was up there talking crazy to him about Jerron. And it's like, man, y'all don't want no smoke with Boots, man. Y'all just up there talking, dog. Y'all don't want no problems. He was like, well, all right, let's just leave it there then. Let's just leave it alone when it comes to Jerron. And that's what you should have been doing, Bill. Now Bill want to leave it alone when it comes to Boots because he getting called out. Shout out to Riviera Johnson in the building. Love the content, Dean. I just got to know why Rolly gets a pass from everybody. Don't worry, Riviera. We're going to talk about it in a second. Don't worry, gang. I'm going to give you that opportunity. I promise you I will. Ness got mad at Bill. He said, let's just leave it alone then about Boots. How about this? How about we just don't talk? Yeah, you should have did that. Now people wear your helmet about Jerron, and it's because everybody sees the play. Everybody knows that y'all could take it out of Jerron in his hands. See, what y'all don't know is that Devin and Bill can put Boots in a situation where he has to fight him. The WBO commissioner, or whatever the title is, he told Najee that Devin can apply to be the super champion, and we going to grant it to him. Basically, what he was saying, he was like, nothing's guaranteed, but y'all know proper speak. Devin could become the super champion and become Jerron Boots in his mandatory immediately because Boots don't have no other fight. That's not something Jerron Ennis can do. That's something Bill and Devin got to want to do. Same way they did with Regis. Don't tell me they don't know how to do it because they did the same thing with Regis. And guess what? Regis' situation was even worse because Regis had a mandatory Sandor Martin that had to step aside. Y'all remember? Boots don't even got a mandatory. So Devin and them really ducks either way. You duck Gervonta and you don't want to fight Jerron Ennis for the same belts that you was willing to fight Xander Zayas for. Even though my Philly dogs was like, yo, Dean, man, Boots ain't entertaining that dude, man. Oh, man, I mean, he'll fight Devin, but he ain't entertaining him, man. They don't want that smoke, Dean. The Dev's gonna get hurt. Mill, shout out to my dog Jamil. I hear y'all, gang, but let them decide that. Because Devin and Bill pop it like they want to do some, so do some before Tucson. That's all Dean saying, do some before Tucson. That's all you got to do is do some before Tucson, and you could take it out of Jerron Boots' hand, and guess what? He's going to have to fight you because Boots not going to want to drop the belt. Follow what Dean is saying, people. The reason why it's so smart for Bill and Devin to do it because Bill and Devin can literally put Boots in a position where Boots would have to drop his belt to not fight them. You understand, Fist of Fury, RB? Y'all understand me? It ain't about what Boots wants. Man, Boots doing his own thing, man. Devin and Bill can make it not be about what Jerron Ennis wants to do. Is what he has to do if he want to get undisputed at 154. Why? Because Fundora got to fight. He didn't fight Josh Kelly yet. And I could give you an even bigger reason. Now I'm about to drop the link. I can give y'all an even bigger reason. Just hear me out on this. Jerron Ennis is not going to want to have to deal with, if he takes the Josh Kelly fight over Devin Haney, if Devin does do these things and decides to move up, Jerron Ennis is not going to want on his name that he ducked Devin Haney. I know that for personally. I would get the message out to him like, bro, if Devin moves up, you have to fight him over Josh Kelly. I'm telling you, bro, if you don't, it's career suicide. If you choose Josh Kelly over Devin Haney, if Devin Haney chose to do that, it's career suicide. See, Virgil, everybody know Virgil ducked you. You already signed, like everybody understands Virgil's situation. We understand Fundorf's situation. Devin's much different. And Virgil don't got the fan base that Devin got. Devin's a bigger star than Virgil. Y'all keep telling me Virgil's a name, but Devin's a way bigger star than Virgil. He sell more than him, the whole nine. What my point is, Boots, it'll be career suicide. He would have to fight Devin. And to be honest, I think Boots would want to fight Devin. Shout out to Big Sko in the building. He says, salute, Dame. Hope all is well. Your Detroit brother is still here rocking with you. Shout out to the 313. Get your motherfucking hands up and follow me. Devin and Shakur to move the same way when it comes to danger. 1,000% they do, but people don't want to talk about that. Riviera again in the building with the 5 Earth Bucks. Shout out to my dog. He said, we all saw the energy change when dude pressed him and asked Bill if he wanted to fight next, and Bill said no. We already knew that answer. I'm about to drop the link. Y'all come holler at your boy, man. Y'all come chop it up with your boy, man. Don't act scary now. Get up here. Come chop it up with your boy. Let's have a good time. You understand what I'm saying, man? And let's make it happen, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that super chat. I need some cash apps, man. Send some PayPals and some cash apps, man. Come rock with your boy. You dig? Come rock with your boy. You hear me? It'll be much appreciated. The link is in the chat. Give me 1 second, y'all. While y'all hit that link, I'm gonna pin it, and we're gonna keep it moving. All right. All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm back, man. Link in the chat. Y'all already know. Until then, we're gonna keep cooking. Listen here, man. James Toney said something that was so profound about Shakur. And I'm not even the do the just all right, shout out Nick. I got you, Nick. My dog. All right, Nick, here I go. I got you, my dog. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my dog Nick in the building. My guy. You already know it's appreciated, family. Nick just sent 100. And he said with 2 Earth Bucks, he ain't say nothing. He just sent 100 emoji. I appreciate you, Nick. You already know, man. Shakur Stevenson, don't you ever disrespect James Toney talking about you wouldn't have wanted to been in his era. What are you talking about? Then that means you did. That means you wouldn't have wanted to show that you was the best because you talking about not wanting to be in his era. His era was better than your era. Because you might even y'all might have even had the same amount of talent in like the same equal talent pool. But my dog, y'all weren't doing what they was doing back then, bro. You just wasn't. Him and Roy Fort in they prime. Roy Fort Bernard in they prime, dog. Oscar Fort Felix in they prime. Oscar Fort Shane Mosley in they prime. Homeboy, what are you talking about, dog? You know they was already superstars by the age of 30. Pop. What are you talking about? Oscar De La Hoya was a superstar by 24. Y'all had the only person that even reached that status, dog. Y'all like I hate to tell you, Shakur, you're not more popular than James Toney was then. I don't have you as a better fighter than James Toney. Like, who thinks Shakur Stevenson's better than James Toney? What Shakur Stevenson hasn't done more than James Toney in the sport of boxing. Y'all put Shakur over James Toney. James Toney might not even be top 20 ever. And James Toney is my guy. He might not even be top 20 best fighters ever. In Shakur, you're not over him. So what are you talking about? Who got Shakur over Felix Trinidad so far? Who got Shakur over Oscar De La Hoya? Who got Shakur over Roy Jones Jr. as far as career? Who got Shakur over Floyd Mayweather Jr.? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I wouldn't have wanted to be in your era. You shut up. Shakur, Shakur, I got a fighter right now that I'm about to say one fighter, y'all, and this might sound controversial, but it's not that controversial now. Shakur, I don't got you over Chad Dawson yet. I know y'all might think I'm tripping when I say Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson at his best. Shakur hasn't shown me that yet. Not that level of fighting. Y'all forgot how big of a star Chad Dawson was at one point in time, right? He lost to Andre Ward, and that changed his trajectory. But y'all forgot, though, right? Who got Shakur over Andre Ward? Like ranked as a better fighter. When I say over them, I'm talking about where you say Shakur is a better fighter than that person. Who got Shakur over Manny Pacquiao? Has Shakur done more than Manuel Marquez? Is Shakur over Manuel Marquez? I'm confused. What are you talking about? You wouldn't have been. You're not considered a better fighter than James Toney. When James Toney was 29 compared to when you were 29, James Toney is considered a better fighter than you. Now you might say, well, they got me ranked pound for pound this and pound for pound that. Look at do you know who was on the pound for pound list when James Toney was fighting? Half of the guys on the pound for pound list now wouldn't even have been on the pound for pound list then. Gang. So that you can't even compare that. You had Rory Bernard, Oscar, Pernell Whitaker, who else? Who else was out there at that time? You had Chavez in them. You had goddamn it was Roy, goddamn Holyfield and them was still out at that time. Mike Tyson, bro, what are you talking about? What year? Hold on, we about to do something, man, bro. Yeah, Big Coop Floyd wasn't even on the pound for pound list yet. Y'all wouldn't even have been on the pound for pound list back then. Matter of fact, I'm about to do some research. Fuck all that. I'm about to do some research. I'm sorry, y'all. Everybody, somebody get up here. Y'all ain't hit that link yet. Somebody get up here and hold it down. Because I need to do some. I need to do some research real quick. I want to see what the pound for pound list was in 1999. 1998. I would love to see what the pound for pound list was. Like real rap, bro. Dudes is very disrespectful. T.O. and Williams Zepeda not even good. Oh my God. They're not even good fighters compared to those fighters back then. A lot of them that was at the top. Is they good? Yes. They're not on that level, gang. That's okay if y'all can't. Don't even worry about it. 2 Cent up here. There you go. 2 Cent, can you hear me?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead. 2 Cent, hold it down for me real quick because I need to go do some research. I need to look at the pound for pound list in 1998 and 1999 and shit like that. Just give me a second.
You don't even have to go that far back. You could just start with his contemporaries. His resume ain't better than theirs.
I know 2 Cent, but I need for him to disrespect James Toney's whole era and say I wouldn't have wanted to be in y'all era, as if his era. It's even 2 Cent. Half of the pound for pound list today wouldn't even have been on the pound for pound list.
I think your perception of it is wrong. It wasn't disrespect. He was saying he don't want to be in that era because he ain't like that. He wouldn't have survived in that era. So I respect him for saying that because I completely agree.
2 Cent, I don't think that's what he was talking about.
Of course, I wouldn't. You shouldn't want to be in that era. Like I don't think
that's what Shakur meant.
He said he wouldn't want to be in that era, so I perceived it as, of course, you wouldn't want to be in that era because you're gonna get punched on, bro. All that just shit that's not gonna work in that era. It's not gonna work. So I respect him for saying that and being honest about the situation. Finally.
I feel you too, so I love how you twisted that. But I don't think that's what he meant by that. I do not think that's what he meant. But that was a good one.
He didn't say anything about fighting. He didn't say he better than them. I would have beat them. He didn't say none of it. He said, I wouldn't I wouldn't want to fight in that era, Dean.
Yeah, that sounds like he's trying to say, yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to be in y'all era because I'm perfectly cool with the era we got, and I'm doing my thing here.
Exactly.
But how can you be cool? But you say it, but no. Then don't say nothing about the man era at all. What does era got to do with his opinion on your fighting?
That's why he said he wouldn't want to fight in the era.
So he wouldn't want, because when James Toney said it, he said because our era was better. So is he disputing that part? Because that's where James Toney was getting at.
So if I say, Dean, I cook food in my house and my food tastes better than your food, and you say, I wouldn't want to eat your food at your house. What does that mean? You wouldn't want to come to my house and eat.
Did that mean I don't like good food?
In that era and fight. He didn't say anything. He didn't say, "Oh, we better than that era. We more skillful. We like." He didn't dispute what James Toney said. He technically agreed. Like, yeah, nigga, I wouldn't want to fight in your era.
Yeah, but I don't think he meant that he didn't, like, he wouldn't want to fight in the era. Where I think Shakur was talking about
it. It was a 40-inch slip.
Yeah, he's not. He's saying, yeah, OG, whatever. I wouldn't even want to play in y'all era. Like how that basketball players talk about today's era compared to the 80s.
Shit, I bet them fighters, them basketball players now wouldn't want to fight in the 80s because they'll be getting punched on. Can you imagine LeBron James fighting back in the day?
They stronger. That's what I know. That's where
LeBron James and the Pistons.
And you want to know why I know that's where Shakur was getting at? Because Shakur Stevenson said that Sugar Ray Robinson was trash. Sugar Ray Robinson would knock out.
You see how he said Sugar Ray Robinson was trash? He ain't say nothing about James Toney.
Because he don't know. He said Tyson Fury will beat Muhammad Ali.
That's what I'm saying. He just be
chatting. So that's how I know he's trying to be disrespectful to the era. Because I know what he done said previously. He said Sugar Ray Robinson was trash. Sugar Ray Robinson would have mauled you, Shakur. Do he not? Sugar Ray Robinson. You didn't like fighting Zapata, fam.
Facts.
All right. For anybody that have never watched Sugar Ray Robinson fight, he fight like William Zapata with more flash, footwork, and speed and power. You understand? And imagine, and then 2 Cent, you got to put Sugar Ray in modern era. So 2 Cent, his hands would have been even. He would have been put more together. You got to give him that benefit of the doubt, as talented as he was. So he would have been sharper. 2 Cent, the nutrition is better. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. The training was harder.
Sugar Ray Robinson would have mauled you in today's time.
The testosterone was higher.
Come on, bro. And he would have did it with a smile on his face, dog. Y'all literally fight completely opposite. I couldn't pick a 2 fighters 2 Cent that fight more opposite than Sugar Ray Robinson and Shakur Stevenson. He would have mauled you, fam. I don't even know if y'all know what the word mauled means.
Shakur,
it would have been nothing Shakur could have did. That jab shit, bro. Y'all be all right, fellas.
We don't even gotta
go
you
wouldn't be able to beat Sugar Ray Robinson with just the fucking jab. Just telling you that.
Just stick to the fighters here. We ain't gotta go that far back. And why he waiting to announce his Rayo fight? He think we gonna forget. He said he wasn't fighting him.
I'm waiting for this Rayo. My thing is 2 Cent is why is people acting like he's not inactive right now? Why they ain't saying that about Shakur? That nigga fought at the second week of the year.
I guess you gotta wait till after a year, then it's really inactive.
Do you understand that Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney in the last 3 years have fought the same amount of times?
That's what I'm saying. They don't never talk about Devin's in it. They don't talk about how Devin put himself on suspension when Ryan got suspended for a year. Why did he take a year off?
He took a whole year off.
It was like it almost kind of like makes Ryan being suspended pointless. And I'm not saying him being suspended pointless because of his punishment. I'm just saying you didn't take that opportunity once again to put yourself in the spotlight and come off of that loss to Ryan Garcia. All of the attention is on you. Get in another fight, beat somebody, look good, You get what I'm saying? Like, that's another opportunity Devin had to just boost his profile. And again, he didn't do it.
2 Cent, you understand. T.O. back in the ring before Shakur, and he lost. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Why ain't they saying, why Clarissa not saying that Shakur's inactive and Devin's inactive?
She part of the squad. You know she ain't gonna say nothing.
You already know she ain't gonna say that. I know. That's my point. I know she's not gonna say that.
But I was gonna say, why is the weight class Shakur fighting in a secret? Why is who he's fighting next a secret? And why was his Zuffa contract a secret? Why is he so secretive?
A lot of this not making sense to me, 2 Cent. It's not.
We don't even know what weight class Shakur gonna be in. At the very least,
I think he's gonna stay at 140, to be honest.
Again, we don't know. How he gonna stay at 140 if Zuffa don't got 140?
Riviera, what's up, my dog? What's the deal?
Hold up, man. I just got done doing speed intervals. I'm trying to catch my damn breath. Hold on.
All right, go ahead. Catch your breath, my dog. Go ahead. Continue, 2 Cent.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I'm just saying, Dean, like, why is it a secret?
I don't know what's going on with Shakur, man. I really, really don't know what's going on with homeboy. I think him and Devin spiraling out of control right now. I think that a talking point I've been telling y'all, and the Two Tone stole it from me, but shout out to my dog. They have done nothing since Gervonta Davis has been gone.
Them some flip-flopping dudes, bro. I can't even lie.
They some flip-flopping, dog. Like,
this is the thing, right? It's one thing to change your mind, right? But how can you change your mind after just like he ain't relevant? Like, when did he become relevant again? He's done nothing different. So did he become relevant again because you see all these other fighters ain't finna do nothing? Is that why he's relevant again? Because when we was telling y'all he's still the face of boxing and everything he posts go viral, y'all was acting like that wasn't a condition. Like that didn't mean anything. So I'm really over those. I'm really over content creators. I really don't pay them no mind. They doing what they got to do. It is what it is. It's all for entertainment purposes, I guess.
Man, there's nothing. See, the thing is, it's becoming more Blueface and Christian Rock than it is boxing. They doing more talking than they are fighting. Christian Rock and Blueface fight more than Devin and Shakur and Gervonta. Oh, mama. So it's just like, for me, for T.O. to be back in the ring before Shakur, after Shakur had big fights on the table, he could have been fighting Shaquille Foster.
Do you think T.O. should be back in the ring? What's your 2 cents
about
that?
Yes, no, all he did was get jabbed. Yes.
I'm talking about him mentally.
Oh, mentally, well, I don't think he's that. If we waiting for T.O. mental to be right, then you might as well retire.
That's what I've been saying too, Dave. I feel like T.O. That's how he moves the best in chaos. His whole life been chaotic. I mean, you look at the dynamic between him and his father.
That's true.
Bro, he been dealing with that shit forever. So,
yeah. That's why he's up and down. That's why he's not consistent.
Yo, shout out to Ishmael, man. Happy birthday, Ish. Happy birthday, my dog. Shout out to Ishmael. Happy birthday, gang.
But no, I got a bone to pick with content creators, man, because obviously, like, I be quiet. I listen. A lot of times I be busy doing stuff, so I can't always hit links. But I'm familiar with 2 Cent. I'm familiar with you too, Dean. I haven't been on your panel before, actually. So I know a little bit about y'all. I know both of y'all got athletic backgrounds and shit. So my biggest thing is, man, like, that's the reason why I fell in love with sport, period. Is because this, to me, it's the purest form of you getting what you earn. You getting what you earn, and it's the purest form of meritocracy. Everything is based on merit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you either good.
A coach might not like me, but if I'm nice, he got to play me in order for, you know what I'm saying, hit the team to fucking win. It ain't based on politics and none of that bullshit. And I just feel like
not all the way.
No, I mean, obviously, you know, you can have politics.
Go wrong.
You can have politics, but like I said, it's the purest form. Politics is going to exist in everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. We human beings, so we can't rid the world of politics. But I feel like sports is the most purest form of things being based on merit. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like when it comes to Rolly, he's the problem with that. Like I can't stand. That's why I'm not. To me, I know that's the reason why I'm not as successful in the business world is because I can't stand having somebody over top of me that I got more education than. I know I'm more intelligent than, but they in a spot because somebody liked them more than they like me.
Why you say Rolly though?
I can't because it's the same thing, bro. Like I made that analogy because Rolly is the same thing. Rolly got signed by Floyd. Floyd saw him, you know, because obviously he's from Vegas. Saw him in sparring, was like, I'm gonna sign this dude. Sign this dude. He ends up signing Rolly. You know, Rolly goes and you know, starts getting in big fights. Obviously, your name is attached to Floyd. But if you go and actually look at Rolly's resume and who he fought to get to where he got to, obviously, he looked terrible against Yigit. Because that's the first fight I ever saw Rolly was actually it was a Jackson Marinez fight, was the first fight I saw Rolly. He got outboxed in that fight. He lost that fight. Everybody know he lost it, but scorecards, obviously, you a PBC
that was during
fighter,
COVID, right?
You know, house fight. Yeah, it was during COVID.
Yeah, because it was quiet.
Then after that, he fights.
Talking about.
Yeah, then after that,
was a close fight, though. There wasn't like no opening.
It was close, but Rolly just has always been trash.
Robbery.
Because I feel like Jackson Marinez, I feel like he won. I don't even. I will have to go back and watch it. I will have to go back and watch it. But I from what I remember, I don't think it was close. But he ended up fighting Anthony Yigit. Well, he fought Yigit before he fought Jackson Marinez.
Ramon said that he says Rolly's an overachiever. He the biggest overachiever.
Yeah, but he looked terrible in that fight against Yigit. Then after Jackson Marinez fight, then he fights Avery Sparrow, dude from Philly. Anybody who knows boxing, watches boxing, Avery Sparrow's not that good. Rolly ends up knocking him out, but he didn't look very good in that fight. Then after the Sparrow fight, obviously he gets his Tank opportunity. Obviously, you have dumb people saying, "Oh my goodness, Rolly was winning rounds. He won every round against Tank, man. He was outboxing Tank." And somebody who actually knows what they're looking at when they watching boxing, bro, no, he wasn't. Tank was so comfortable in that fight. He was talking to his mom in the crowd and shit. We all saw what he was trying to set up. Literally, Rolly falls over his toes every time he throws his backhand. And Tank was missing it. It was one time he missed it. I think it was like the third round, and he like grimaced. And the commentators even commenting on, they were like, "Oh, he hurt his left. I think he hurt his shoulder." No, he didn't. He just missed that shit. And then obviously that was the punch that ended up landing. And on top of that, Rolly wasn't up in that fight. He was actually down on two scorecards. One scorecard he was down 4-1. The other scorecard he was down 3-2. And then Tank obviously stopped him in the 6th. After that fight, he ends up going up. Obviously that fight was for like I think the 135 WBA. I don't think it was the full title. I think it was like the second tier title or whatever. But anyways, he got that shot. That was his first shot at the title, even though it wasn't the full title. Then he ends up after that fight. He ended up having one more fight in between. I can't remember who it was against. But then he ends up moving up and he fights Barroso for a vacant title. I forget who had vacated it. Barroso, that old ass 40-year-old man. Getting his ass beat the entire fucking fight, bro. The entire fight.
Bro.
Yes, he got knocked down in the first round. He was down on the scorecards, 2 Cent. You can go look it up. That's factual. He was down on the scorecards. He was getting beat. Everybody thought that he was about to lose. Then he wobbled Barroso, but he wasn't hurt. And the referee comes in and stops. That was the most egregious stoppage I've seen in fucking 2 decades, bro. And then that's his first title that he wins. A vacant
I didn't
title.
like that stoppage. I will tell you that I did not like that stoppage at all.
Yeah, and then after that, he goes on, and obviously he defends the title against Pitbull, gets fucking demolished.
He did not get
destroyed. He got 2 Cent. How many rounds did he win in that fight? He got beat like a rag doll in that fight. Looked terrible. Running around. Everybody talking about Rolly. Bro, he looked awful. He didn't win a round in the fight, 2 Cent. But anyways, he loses obviously because the universe is undefeated. The universe is undefeated, so the universe knew he didn't deserve that title, so they made it back right with him getting his ass beat by Pitbull. Then he comes back after that. I think he fought a fight in between.
Just because Pitbull's pretty good, could that be the reason he lost the Pitbull?
Or part of him being drained also at the weight class too long. That was part of it also. But I'll never even bring that up. Okay, Pitbull whooped his ass. What else you got?
He had one, but he's at 140, so he was moving. He had moved up from 135. He said he was drained at 135. If he wanted to, he could have skipped and went to 147. Ain't nobody telling him to stop off at 140, but that was his choice. So, because remember, the Pitbull fight was at 140. So then I think he ended up fighting one more fight in the interim after he lost to Pitbull. But then he ends up getting the fight with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia. Yeah, he fought some dude named Manuel Lopez or somebody that nobody knows. He fought that fight. Then he ends up getting a fight with fucking Ryan Garcia. Now you have two guys, literally, and Rolly Romero, who came off of a knockout loss to Pitbull Cruz and fought some dude, Manuel Lopez, that we don't know who the fuck he is. And then you have Ryan Garcia, who we all know, his last fight, he tested positive for fucking steroids. But both of these dudes get a fucking title shot, a WBA interim title shot. Bro, that's what's wrong with the world. I hate shit like that. And my thing is, you have so many other great welterweight fighters that don't get second chances like these dudes get second chances that are way better than they are. Like Stanionis just lost the boots. This man literally, who knows when we gonna see Stanionis again?
Is at 154, bro.
He's still ranked. He's still ranked in the.
I know he's still ranked. Stanionis is at 154, gang.
How? His last fight.
You know that he just had a fight. It was at 154.
Well, the last fight that I know him, he fought that African boy. I forget what his name is, but that was at 147.
That was at 147?
Yes, it was at 147.
Okay,
100% sure. I forget what the African.
I thought he was at 50.
No, it wasn't. It was at 150.
No,
it was 150 pounds. It was at 150 pounds.
So it was 154 pounds.
It was a catch weight?
There's no such a catch weight or not. It's at 154.
If it's above,
the minute it's
right.
147.
Yeah,
it is 154.
But I thought it was at 147 too. But that's my bad.
So was it at 150? Hey, Boxing Nerd, was it at 147 or not?
If it was at 150,
it was a catch weight. It was a catch weight. It was a catch weight.
Then it was at 154.
Yeah, anything above 147 is 154.
So let me ask you a question. Why do you think the industry is just so behind Rolly?
Bro, I haven't, and behind guys like Ryan too. Like Ryan, I understand because obviously Ryan's a ticket seller.
How are they behind Ryan?
Look at what I just explained. He literally got a title shot after.
But Riviera, hold on, 2 Cent. Hold on, 2 Cent. I want him to finish. Who else at 147? You said Stanionis, but Stanionis' last fight wasn't at 147. So who else?
Oh, Brian Norman Jr. just lost to Devin. Why isn't he getting another title shot?
Because the sanctioning body he's in, he would have to fight Devin again.
Rohan Polanco.
They actually talked about a rematch.
Yeah, that's why Brian Norman Jr. been asking for Devin again.
Yeah, but so why are the sanctioning bodies
and he
working
wanna,
with
hold on, Riviera, and he want to fight Keyshawn, but they on the same promotional company. They ain't got shit to do with Rolly.
Not to mention Keyshawn turning it down too.
What do you mean? What do you mean that doesn't have anything to do with Rolly? I'm not saying one has anything to do with the other.
Talking about these 147 pounders not getting opportunities, but they own promotional company not giving them opportunities. Rolly ain't got nothing to do with Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. is in a WBO. He would have to fight Devin Haney again.
But that's all part of, like I said, politics in their promotional companies and people.
Riviera is not politics, bro. He was in the WBO and lost to Devin. He has no choice but to go back in the rankings. They ain't put him at 10. He could get another shot at Devin. It's just where he lost to Devin already.
Dean, you're not making any sense, bro. So how in the world does Rolly, who was at 140 pounds, got stopped by Pitbull Cruz, moved up and fought a dude named Manuel? I don't know. I can't remember what his last name is. That was his first fight at 147. And then all of a sudden he gets a interim title shot. How was he that high in the rankings to deserve that shot? How was Devin Haney? No, time out, 2 cents. How was Ryan Garcia after testing positive against Devin Haney? So literally that fight is not ill and void, like it don't even exist anymore. Why did he not totally fall all the way out of the rankings? Like you're saying that, these guys lost to at least they lost to the best guys. They shouldn't fall all the way off of the face of the earth.
Ryan didn't lose until he lost to Rolly, bro.
Who?
Ryan didn't lose until he lost to Rolly besides Tank.
He didn't lose, but he literally got a fight expunged because he tested positive.
Yes, but that don't affect his rankings, brother.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
That's two different things. You're trying to make them the same thing. That has nothing to do with the other,
So now, Deem, I've heard you up here talking shit about drug chiefs like crazy.
Can you understand? See, bro, you another person that I be talking about. You want things how you want it, except for how they are.
No, I don't.
Listen, bro. Listen, gang. Learn boxing. Him testing positive has nothing to do with his rankings. Did you just hear what I said?
My point. I understand that.
Did you just hear what I said? Him testing positive has nothing to do with his ranking.
And if you know
him testing positive,
you want to know how you sound crazy, bro? Canelo Alvarez actually got suspended for HGH and still was ranked #1.
And that's not and that's not what I'm saying. What I'm talking about.
That's what you just said.
Bro, I'm talking about politics and Dean. I don't come on these platforms to debate. Like y'all just want to debate and be right.
I'm trying to give you facts. You don't like the facts. The facts is it doesn't matter if you pop dirty or not. That has nothing to do with your rankings once you're reinstated.
You're just yelling and you're not really saying anything of substance. You're just yelling.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Do you want to hear the facts or not? You testing positive after you come back from your suspension has nothing to do with your rankings.
And I'm not disputing that, Dean.
So what I'm saying is, asking why did he get a shot? He got a shot because he was always ranked high in the WBC, no matter what weight class he was at.
Exactly.
I would have to go back and look. I'm
telling you, he was, bro.
Where Ryan?
He was always ranked high at 135,
real quick,
140.
Can I respond real quick?
Go ahead.
I would have to go because you got to remember the fight that him and Devin fought. That fight wasn't even at 100. Well, I guess it was because Ryan ended up blowing weight and Devin actually made weight, so it might have been at 147.
That's why it wasn't for the title, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't remember what he was actually
going to be for the title because
you're not understanding. I understand everything that you're saying, Dean. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about the politics of boxing, and the politics of boxing is about who you know, how popular you are. And it allows guys.
But that's for everybody. How is that Rolly Romero's fault, gang? That goes for everybody.
I'm not saying that it's his fault. I'm just. Did I not?
Real quick. Let me say this real quick, right? Because I hear a lot of people. My thing is, how many times are y'all gonna cry and complain about the same thing over and over? Oh, why he getting the title shot off a loss? It's boxing. It's boxing. And if we want to be honest, if we want to sit here and nitpick, we can run through everybody's resume and nitpick. If we want to do that.
Seriously.
Second of all, you said you know a lot about boxing, Rivers, or whatever your name is, then you should understand that it's politics. These people petition, and they do all kind of stuff to get these title shots. It's not people just sitting there like, oh, you're the best, you're next. Boxing is not a qualifying sport. I don't know why people are going to get that. People get title shots off of losses. People move up and weight and get ranked #1 to get fight for, like, it's all kind of crazy stuff they be doing. It's boxing. So I don't understand why y'all use boxing against certain fighters. Rolly Romero, you just ran down Rolly Romero's resume. He looked trash in this fight and he looked trash in this fight. Of course he did. He started in boxing at 17. He was learning as a professional. Like, do y'all don't get that? He was learning as a professional, so he's not gonna look the greatest in every fight. But
same with Wilder.
The fact that he was able to win, the fact that he was able to lose and come back and get better, all those things need to be considered. I don't know who y'all are comparing Rolly to, but y'all need to stop and just look at him as a fighter and what he's done. You can't compare him to people that have been fighting since they was 5 years old with all these great amateur pedigree and background and all of this other stuff. That's not Rolly. So instead of people wanting to admit that Rolly is an overachiever, they want to act like the industry got some type of favoritism or something towards Rolly. I don't understand that. The man got 17 fights.
But Two Cent, this is the thing. Rolly was put in situations, y'all. What I'm saying is Ryan wanted to fight Rolly. Ryan thought Rolly was going to be a tune-up and that he was going to beat Rolly. That didn't happen. That's on Ryan. It ain't like he ain't earned this. Ryan thought he was going to beat Rolly. Ryan was the major favorite in that fight. I ain't hear too many people pick Rolly, including myself. Rolly had one of the biggest upsets we done seen in the last 4 to 5 years. He beat Ryan. He earned that position, fam. He wasn't given the title.
Bro, how did he earn that position? I just explained to you.
How many 50-50 fights does a fighter have to win before you stop calling him trash?
Bro, how he earned it? Hold on, Two Cent. How he earned it is because Ryan and Devin didn't fight. Rolly only got the opportunity because Ryan and Devin didn't go through.
You can't
chose Rolly. Hold on, bro. Stop cutting me off, bro. Ryan chose Rolly. You can't blame Rolly for that because Ryan chose Rolly the way Ryan chose Conor Benn. It was the same situation. Rolly didn't make Ryan fight him. He only got that position because Devin and Ryan didn't rematch. I don't see how that's Rolly's problem.
I'm talking about the entire politics in boxing as they go. Obviously, the reason why, and it's like y'all want your
that's not fair, bro, because you came up here to talk about Rolly. The boxing politics and Rolly is two different conversations. Now, if you want to switch it to politics now, but when you came up here, you was talking about Rolly is what's wrong with boxing.
Bro, I prefaced my whole soliloquy with literally saying that I'm a merit-based guy. I love sports. That's the reason. Remember, that's what I was talking about, a meritocracy. And I don't like the politics in boxing that lift guys up. I feel like that they want to, whether it be what Two Cents was saying about people petitioning and all that stuff. But that's still bureaucratic bullshit, bro. However y'all want to call it, however y'all want to skin it, that's what it is. And I'm not saying, obviously, I'm a realist, so I understand. Like, yes, that's the beast, and I understand that's how it is. But that don't mean that I should just be like, okay, cool. Because
that came in long before Rolly. It's been like that for forever.
I understand that, but it's the same shit that we talk about on these on YouTube boxing platforms all the time. Stuff that's never going to change. It's like the word duck. And to me, it's not fair to call somebody a duck and then try to act like the same politics that are affecting guys getting shots at titles ain't the same politics that's affecting a guy that feels like he might be worth a certain amount of money and he's not getting it for whatever reason.
We know that he's not worth it, politics. Though. See, it's not politics when you're trying to do something that you know is not going to happen. That is called living in a fantasy world. When Canelo said, you got to pay me $200 million to fight David Benavidez. That's not realistic. You can't call it politics at that point. No, it's Canelo not wanting to fight the nigga. Certain shit is politics, like Virgil Ortiz not fighting Sebastian Fundora. The problem is Virgil Ortiz cannot have Sebastian Fundora take this mandatory. He's supposed to be the mandatory. He didn't even use the politics in his favor. What about the fighters that choose not to use the politics to their advantage, to get fights?
And I totally agree, Demon. We won't have to talk more because, bro, I'm not one of these guys. Like, I understand boxing. So, yes, obviously the Canelo situation, no, that wasn't politics. And to me, if you were following the situation, everybody that had eyes knew that Canelo was never going to fight that man, bro. It's a terrible style matchup. David Benavidez would have beat the shit out of him, and he wasn't going to fight that dude. So obviously, like, duh. But I'm talking about situations like because I hate it when guys that I like get labeled a duck. You know what I'm saying? Like Jerron Boutin is being labeled a duck when the whole Virgil Ortiz shit happened. Just because he didn't move up to 154 and fight Virgil Ortiz, who literally ain't never won a title, is fucking overrated as far as being a draw and skills go, in my opinion. But people was labeling the man a duck. He had never fought at 154 pounds in his life. But yet, just because y'all hear Turkey Al-Sheikh had an offer, and Boots wasn't trying to just leave everything behind, that he had built that 147 to go up and fight this dude that really ain't nobody. Y'all just want to see him fight.
Riviera, that's why you need people like me who come out here and combat that with facts.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not the type person. I understand sometimes politics are involved, but a lot of times, more than not, dudes ain't just ducking people. Usually it's politics behind it. Usually it's because a guy knows it's a certain amount of money on the table and he's not getting it because the other dude might be trying to harbor all of it and he really ain't worth it. We don't know. It's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. But yeah,
bro, that's what everybody in every. Because my thing is, do politics stop certain guys from getting fights? Yes, but then politics also helps certain guys to get fights.
Oh,
that's not the top guys, like a Karen Kukadaji and getting Jerron Boots in his twice because he was his mandatory.
Exactly.
So my thing is, it worked for somebody like Karen. It worked for somebody like Baccaram. It worked for somebody like Josh Kelly. So we can't complain about it one way, but when the same fighters who are these other great fighters you talking about, they getting opportunities too. Abbas Baru, he got a great opportunity. Remember, he not only did he get the opportunity to fight Tellez for the vacant belt, he got an opportunity to unify with Xander. He just so happened to lose. But if he didn't lose, the politics worked beautifully for an Abbas Baru. It's all about you. See, this is why shout out to Manager Marty, because Manager Marty coin phrased this. That's why representation matters. Who you put in your camp, who you hire to have around you. Yes, with your career, you got to be strategic, but it's like that in basketball. Every basketball player says the main thing that they wish that they would have did is be more business savvy. Understand that the NBA is the NBA, but I wish I would have been more business savvy and understand that it is a business. So when you run in a business, you got to put the best business people around you to handle business. Period.
Facts. But when I started off, like I said, I prefaced, and that's what I said. That's everything that you're talking about is what I feel like is wrong with not only boxing, but the fucking world, bro. Like I said, I'm just a person that I put a lot of onus on fucking merit, bro. Like merit is on talent, fucking work ethic and skills to me. Like all that who you know, because everything you just explained is literally what I was talking about that I don't like. Oh, just because I know this person and know this person and know this person, I'm gonna have the upper hand on you. Not because I'm better than you, not because I'm more talented than you, not because I'm more skilled than you or I work harder than you. Obviously, and that's why I said Rolly, bro. Rolly literally is a D-level fighter. I say a D-level fighter with, if you want to say he a C-level fighter because he's explosive and athletic, okay. But
so
to
what
me,
is Ryan? He beat Ryan.
Ryan is a C-level fighter with A-level attributes. Ryan got crazy speed, crazy power. Ryan is great from the waist up. We all know he don't got no feet.
Okay, so
yeah,
and
Ryan
Rolly beat him. And Rolly didn't just beat him off of that. Rolly outsmarted him too. So what does that make Rolly?
Rolly got a mean ass left hook. And that's the thing that obviously floored Ryan. It's gonna be
so if Rolly beat Ryan and then wound up beating Tio, what is he then? If he comes in here and beats Tio tomorrow, what is he?
He shouldn't beat Tio. I mean, I'm putting my money on Rolly.
If he beats Tio tomorrow, will you change your stance?
No, I still think he a D-level. Paulie Malignaggi is the fucking C-minus.
So then what is Shakur Stevenson then? Because his best win is Teofimo Lopez.
I think Shakur is an A-level fighter. I think he won a few A-level fighters.
If his best win is against Tio, and you saying Tio is D-level fighter?
Because he showed levels, Dean. He's levels.
What levels did he show?
He destroyed. He outclassed Tio.
Rolly destroyed Ryan just as badly. Shakur didn't even drop Tio.
But like I said, the levels are about the same. If I'm saying Ryan is a C-level fighter, and Rolly is a D-level fighter, on any given day, yes, a C-level fighter can show up and have a bad day.
You can't be a 3-division champion and be a D-level fighter. It doesn't make any sense.
Who's the 3-division champion?
Interim or not, he's been a champion.
Exactly. That's why you said interim, because and Tio literally called that shit out yesterday.
So is Deontay Wilder a D-level fighter?
Deontay Wilder is a skill-wise, yes, D-level fighter, but he got A-level fucking power. If you got a superpower, bro, like in sports, just like if you got a...
But no, bro, you got to put it together. You're trying to qualify it in two. When you give somebody a grade, they don't get two different grades. No, what are they? I don't care if Deontay Wilder is good because he got power. What level do you put him at? Is he an A, B, B, C? What?
I think he's a C-level fighter.
But he was reigning champion for years.
10 title defenses. He tied it with Muhammad Ali, bro. What are you talking about?
Bro, but that's what I'm saying.
How is Shakur an A-level fighter?
You guys are a lot more lenient with your grading scale than I am, obviously.
No, bro. I'm trying to understand how. No, hold on, Boxing Nerd. I'm trying to understand how Shakur's an A-level fighter and his best wins is against Zepeda and Tio.
Say that again.
How is Shakur an A-level fighter and his best wins is against Tio and Zepeda? Do you think Zepeda better than Ryan?
I think they wasn't. I think they wasn't what like as far as like skill. I feel like.
Do you think William Zepeda could beat Ryan Garcia, fam?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay, so you think Zepeda is better than Ryan Garcia?
I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think Ryan could beat. I think Ryan could beat Zepeda, and I think Zepeda could beat Ryan.
All right, so they about equal.
Yeah, they both they're both C+ level fighters in my opinion.
Now, if Rolly beat Ryan and he beat Tio, Shakur other best win, then what does that make Rolly now? If Shakur is an A-level fighter for beating those same people,
you're trying to do the triangle theory though, Dean, and we know the triangle theory does not work. It's not a triangle theory when they fought the same level of competition and got the common opponent in a recent fight. Rolly is fighting Tio right after Shakur, fam. And we're going to see what Tio looks like against Rolly. We can't talk about
it. Don't matter if he loses to Rolly. What if Rolly dropped Tio and Shakur couldn't even do it? I'm trying to. How is Shakur an A-level fighter for beating C-level Tio?
And just because somebody, so you're saying because if somebody dropped somebody in a fight that makes them better than the guy who didn't drop them?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it damn sure don't make them not better than the other person.
And I feel like y'all, I'm looking at it from an
Bro, can you answer my question, gang? If Shakur is an A-level fighter because he beats C-level Zepeda and C-level Tio, then what is Rolly if he beats C-level Ryan and C-level Tio?
Well, he hasn't beat Tio yet, so I can't say.
I said if he beat Tio.
Hypothetically, he's still a C-level. He's still a D+ level fighter.
Level fighter. So he a D+ level fighter that beat two C-level fighters. But he's not a past C-level fighter. Do you know that don't make sense, right?
That doesn't make any sense at all.
How does it not?
So you telling me a D-level fighter in his last? No, hold on, bro. Hold on. So you telling me a D-level fighter in his last two fights beat two C-level fighters, but he's still a D?
Dean, you familiar? No, Dean, you familiar? You said you're a basketball guy. You like football. That's like saying, okay, this team that's at the bottom of the division.
It's a team sport. Team at the top of the division. We're not about to do that. That is a team sport. It's so much that goes into a team sport winning. It'll never be one individual.
On any given Sunday,
can't do that, bro.
On any given Sunday,
one player don't determine no win in football, basketball, nothing. So you cannot compare.
Boxers will tell you. So you don't think boxers have off? So you don't think boxers have off nights? You don't think boxers come in the ring where they got
individual problem?
But that's what I'm saying, though. You can't say just because a D-level guy gets up and he beats a C-level guy, that automatically means he becomes a C-level guy. Or
he did it.
It also don't mean, but it also don't mean he's worse than the two people he beat either.
Bro, so you
can't say somebody's worse than somebody and they beat two people you said better than them back to back.
I respect your boxing eye, and I feel like you know what you're watching when you watch boxing.
Because Shakur beat the same two people, but you about to give him all his credit. If you give Shakur credit for beating Tio, and Rolly beat Tio worse than Shakur, you have to give him credit for that.
I'm gonna give him credit, but I'm not gonna say that Rolly Romero is now. I'm gonna think that Rolly Romero is now a C-level fighter when I still think he's a D+ level. When I watch film. The film don't lie.
So what makes Shakur a A-level fighter? He's not fighting A-level competition. So what has he shown you? What fight showed you? Hold on. What fight showed you he was just levels above everybody else?
Well, the Zepeda fight showed me that he was levels above.
But you said how? When Zepeda's a C-level fighter.
Because he showed that he was literally.
Gervonta knocks out C-level fighters.
We got C, we got B, and we got A.
So what is Gervonta? Because Gervonta knocks out all C-level fighters. So what is Gervonta then?
Bro, you know, I thought you knew. You know, I feel like Tank is an A-level fighter. I feel like really, if off the top of my head, I grade. I think I probably got like 8 guys right now that I would say are A-level fighters. Only 8. Because like I said, bro, I really watch film. I really watch.
You got to give me why you feel that way. You can't just you telling me it, and you're not explaining what separates Shakur from a Rolly. If Rolly beat Ryan and Tio back to back, and Shakur beat Zepeda and Tio back to back, and that'll be both of their best 2 wins. What separates him so much from Rolly is what I'm asking.
Because he beat Rolly beat Ryan. Okay. I get that. I understand that.
He beat Ryan worse than Shakur beat Zepeda.
No, he did not, bro.
Yes, he did.
That fight was horrible, Dean. They literally just stood
Zepeda
there.
And Shakur was a 7-5, 8-4 fight. Ryan Garcia didn't win more than 2 rounds against Rolly.
He froze him out as soon as he.
What are you talking about, bro?
And now you're not being honest because no judge has.
What I'm not being honest about. Zepeda and Shakur was an 8-4, 7-5 fight on a scorecard.
No judge has
to pay fair about.
No judge has to pay to win in more than 4 rounds, bro. Stop. So you think 8-4 is competitive? And we talking about Zepeda.
No, but do you think 10-2 is competitive with a drop?
No, it's not competitive. But
okay, then. Okay. What I said is when you drop somebody and you clear them out worse than Shakur cleared out Zepeda, that was more impressive.
I don't think so.
He literally stunned Ryan. Like Ryan didn't have no offense after knocking him
down.
He won more rounds because we always want to talk about.
He dropped Ryan. How can you say it's not more impressive? See, this is where you're being biased.
Dean, bro, like I said,
how can you say it's not more impressive when he won more rounds than Shakur did against Ryan, and he dropped Ryan?
Context matters, right?
And he was the underdog, bro. He was the underdog. Matters. How wasn't it more impressive?
So you a former athlete.
Stop asking me a question with a question and answer my question, bro. He was the underdog. He won more rounds and he dropped Ryan. How was Shakur's fight more impressive? How?
Because the mental goes into the physical just as much. And we all know.
The mental, don't let me Rolly get more credit because he was the underdog?
No, I know because Ryan is fucking scared of fucking Rolly, bro.
Talking about, fam?
He's literally scared
of
Rolly.
How you giving the favorite more credit mentally than the underdog?
So you just not integrating the fact that literally mentally Ryan is scared of Rolly. That's being scared of somebody else, bro. That's huge in competition.
How you know he's scared of Rolly? You found that out afterwards. You didn't know that before the fight.
Bro, Rolly was literally saying it before the press conferences leading up to the fight. Have you ever seen Rolly and Ryan spar?
Ryan not scared of Devin, but he's scared of Rolly. Then how good do Rolly gotta be then? So what grade do you give Devin Haney?
What are you talking about, bro? Nobody's scared of Devin Haney as far as like physically. They might be scared of him as far as losing a boxing match.
So Rolly's a D-level fighter and people scared of him? Do you know how you sound?
He can punch. He can punch. That's it, bro.
Hey, y'all. Bro, if you scared of D-level fighters, you need to retire.
He's a D-level fighter that's been beating his ass since they was little in the gym. That's why you scared. That's why he's scared.
So there's people that scared of a
you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. But you're trying to act like you don't know.
You're trying to act like you don't know about. No, I don't agree that Ryan Garcia was scared of Rolly Romero, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, he said it. You can ask YS him.
Ryan Garcia said he was scared of Rolly.
Rolly said Ryan was scared of him.
So what? Rolly said that. Rolly said Gervonta was scared of him too. So what?
You look at that interactions
in public. Gervonta was scared of him too.
I never saw that. But
okay then. We have.
But anyways, like I said, did Rolly fight? Did Tank fight like he was scared of Rolly Romero? Romero?
A little bit, he yes. A little bit he did. A little bit. He respected Rolly power. He admitted it.
He didn't want to get hit with that shit. He
admitted it.
So y'all agreeing with me now?
That's scared of Ryan too.
Tank Davis was on his back foot.
So y'all agreeing with me? It's a possibility that Ryan might have been scared of Rolly.
No, I don't agree with you. I said a little bit. That don't mean that he's actually. Everybody gets a little bit nervous. That don't mean that you're so nervous that you can't do your job. It's a difference.
Well, that's what it looked like with Ryan. Go back and watch that fight, and you tell me, Dean, if Ryan looked like the same fighter. Everybody said it, bro. He literally had his hands in his pocket the entire fight.
He had his hands in his pocket because if you know boxing, he had his hand in his pocket because Rolly took his left hook away.
No, he didn't. Rolly didn't take his left hook away. Ryan was just scared to throw a punch because.
What are you talking about?
How did he take?
That's literally what happened. As soon as
hold on, Riviera, boxing nerd, and who else up here with me? And Coach Trammell. Rolly didn't take Ryan Garcia left hand away.
He definitely did. After the first knockdown, Ryan didn't do anything but throw a jab. Because as soon as he threw the left hook, Rolly countered or I think he framed, and then he threw two left hooks.
He dropped him. He was trying to throw a left hook.
He hooked with Ryan when Ryan threw a jab. Go
and
back
Ryan
and watch
never
the fight.
It again.
It wasn't a hook. No, because it wasn't. It was not a hook. It was
Riviera,
a jab.
Ryan was not hitting Rolly with left hooks all night, is what we are saying. He took his best attribute away.
Best and only attribute.
His best attribute was already taken away from him because he was, like I said, mentally, he was already cautious when he first got in the ring.
But you just told me oh my God, boy. You just told me he didn't take his left hook away. I said the reason why he looked like that because he took the best thing away from him that he does.
Bro, I said he didn't take his best attribute away. He was just cautious from the time he stepped in the ring.
When you make somebody cautious, you're taking what they do away. They don't want to do what they normally do. They're cautious.
That's the mental shit. We've never seen
that's
Ryan
what the other boxer is making them do. Because if it wasn't Rolly, he would have been doing it.
So y'all
Riviera versus Mario Barrios, did he use his left hook?
Mario Barrios didn't use his left hook.
I said against Mario Barrios, did Ryan use his left hook? His famous left hook.
Yeah, but the first knockdown was overhand right.
Okay, he did, but no, was he landing his left hook all night against Barrios?
Yes, bro, but like
was he landing his left hook all night against Ryan?
Hey, Steve, let me know when I can get in.
I'll let you know, Trammell. Riviera, was he landing his left hook all night against Devin? I mean, yes, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I don't understand.
Was he landing his left hook? Watch this, y'all. Was he landing his left hook all night against Rolly?
No, we've already established that. We've already established that. But if y'all can give me some,
Coach Trammell, hold on. I gotta let my dog Trammell go. Coach Trammell, what's the deal, brother?
Hey, Dean, this Quaddy. I'm just on my other channel.
Oh, that's Quaddy. What's the deal, Quaddy? What's the deal?
Hey, look, I just had a question. We was talking about this on Cam J. So my thing is, how is Shakur an A-level fighter, right? If Rolly didn't have more 50-50 fights, and you can't really, and in fights that he's been in, even winning and losing, he's not too far. The gap isn't like too far off. So I don't understand how no one's made him look like he's a C-level fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because you lose. So I don't understand how you could be an A-level fighter, but you not taking 50-50 fights, or you fights that you taking, you damn near got every advantage. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, like, help me understand that. How is Shakur and Devin that much better? Because in reality, I don't know. Are they that much better?
That's what I was trying to get at. You can't tell me somebody. You gotta. Hey, I need to know what fight made Shakur an A-level fighter. If Rolly beating Ryan and Tio don't make him an A-level fighter.
Man,
just like y'all can't explain to me how supposedly Rolly took Ryan's left hand away, other than literally he was cautious because of the power. Like that's not anything skill wise.
First of all, I could tell you how he took his left hand away. Number one is he didn't want to get hit with Rolly got power in either hand. So all Rolly kept doing is that when he throw the hook, Rolly a hook with him. He knew if he kept doing that, he would have got knocked out. So he had to switch to just throwing his jab. Just throwing a regular jab instead of trying to turn it into a hook.
So I guess
because every time he tried to turn it into a hook, Rolly saw that coming and hooked with him.
Oh.
They both orthodox fighters.
I can see that.
So being A level only has to do with skill, because just because you highly skilled don't make you. That just makes you an A level. Is that what I'm
that don't
getting?
make you an A level fighter.
That's what I'm
Andrade
saying.
is highly skilled.
I mean, we can talk about whether we're talking about X's and O's.
Amir Khan was more skilled than a motherfucker.
Because I'm trying to really see like what makes Devin and Shakur,
Henderson's is skilled.
Yeah. So what makes Devin and Shakur A level fighters? Because to me they just very good. They not like what makes them what makes them. That's what separates them from the pack. What separates them?
Because of how wide range their fights are when they fight guys, like the scorecards. Obviously, people, and it's recency bias. I get it. Like obviously, the last time we saw Rolly in the ring was against Ryan Garcia, and he looked really good. But before that, we know Rolly wasn't out here winning every fucking round in every fight. He wasn't 10-2 guys.
Bullet was his coach. Bullet wasn't a good trainer.
And I'm telling y'all,
besides, go ahead. My fault. Whoever's talking, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
That's my bad. That was my bad. Y'all go.
Your coach has a lot to do with what kind of success you have and how you approach the game of boxing. And Bullet wasn't a good coach altogether. He was just letting Rolly do what he does. I feel Salas has.
That's Booker T. That's Booker T. Like Tank. I know he's not a good trainer.
Exactly. So Salas has really honed and calmed down Rolly's tendencies. He's more conventional. He still has his power, but he's going in with a game plan. He's using more IQ. He's getting smarter as the days go on. Like he's improving.
So we're saying because Shakur damn near beat Tio, like 12 zip or whatever you want to call it. He did. It was clear that made him elite. So Tio's elite because going into that fight, they wasn't saying he was elite. He was very good.
No. Bro, I tell everybody that. I tell everybody that'll listen, and obviously I bet money on the fight. Bro, T.O. is going to get trashed by Shakur. T.O.
I told everybody that too.
Yeah, I remember Deem had everybody up here, and he was saying he was going to leap into that jab. Like I remember going into that fight.
And it's more of a positioning thing with T.O. because that's why if you look at all the guys that T.O. struggled with, they were all lefties that moved pretty well. And the reason is because if you shade T.O. to his right, bro, T.O. cannot throw. It's like basketball. You know, some dudes can only shoot going to their right. Some dudes can only shoot going to their left. Or maybe they can shoot a little bit, but their percentages ain't as high going to their right or going to their left. T.O. is the same way, bro. He can only jab. He can only jab going to his left. So if he's got a fucking southpaw in front of him where you having that hand battle and the southpaws continuing to shade to his right, that means he's cut off. And you take his jab away. He can't throw his jab. T.O. got to have a certain amount of space to throw his jab. So I knew that it was over because obviously when you got a skill fighter like
Rolly go out here and dominate T.O. 10-2 and drop him, he do exactly what he did with Ryan. Where are we putting Rolly at?
Does he go up a grade?
Bro, if he did, y'all, my word, if he goes out there and he puts on a masterclass and fucking destroys T.O., wins the majority of the rounds, knocks him out, then I ain't gonna have no choice but to say, okay, he's a C level, he's a C+ level fighter, C level fighter.
Hold on. But who has Shakur beat that's elite? From 35 and up, who has he beat to be like, man, this dude is elite?
Oscar Valdez. What do you mean? Oscar Valdez is so elite.
So if he go and beat T.O. worse than Shakur did, he not where Shakur at?
But T.O.'s not elite.
How can you really beat him worse than Shakur did, though?
That's beating him worse. What are you talking about?
I mean, I guess.
It ain't no I guess. It is. There's no I guess to that.
Yo, I just hope Tio doesn't go into the fight thinking
First of all,
it's the same Rolly he
knockouts
sparred.
are definitive. Scorecards aren't. People get robbed all the time. So every time that you let it go to a scorecard, you can't say you beat somebody worse than somebody knocking somebody out. Because you made the fight definitive on who won. When it go to a decision, you can have 50 people come up here saying, I think Tio won. I think Rolly won. I think Tio won. I think Shakur won.
Context matters though, Dean. Like if you have a fight where it's just like recently we saw Fundora and Mendoza, and everybody and their mama gonna say the first thing you say something about Mendoza knocking Fundora out, man, that was a lucky punch. He was losing every fucking round. But by your definition right now, that win right there is better than somebody that beat somebody on just on points and 12-0s him because he knocked them out.
Yeah,
context matters, bro.
He made it definitive. I've seen,
but he was in his ass beat.
I've seen guys win clearly that I thought won clearly, and then they lost on the scorecards. Remember O'Shaquie Foster versus Castasiao the first time?
And guess who Brian Mendoza's coach was for that fight against Fundora? You know who his coach was? Salas.
I think it was Salas. Yeah, I think it was.
Oh man, hold on.
I'm not saying that Salas ain't a good coach. I think Salas is a great coach.
That's my bad. Now, remember Castasiao versus O'Shaquie Foster the first time?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
O'Shaquie Foster won that fight clearly, but he lost it.
That's a fact.
That's why you don't let it go to the scorecards.
And I get what you're
saying. Every time you let it go to the scorecards, you are it's not in your hands no more if you won or lost.
Yo, Riv, you know who the coach was for the Brian Mendoza fight against Fundora?
Who?
Yeah, I said Salas. Like Salas is a great coach, bro. But we all know coaching can go but so far. You gotta have a really good dog to be able to coach him up too. So
and
a lion don't change the strike. Not to the extent that y'all gassing it. Y'all acting like Rolly just has gotten so much better, bro. I don't see it. The thing that I see in Rolly
got so much better, and we ain't seen it.
Shakur been great though, Dean. He ain't had to get so much better.
How against who? You can't be great and you ain't doing it against nobody.
I got Devin beating Shakur too.
You can't tell me Tio and goddamn Zapata is C-level fighters and that's his best wins, but he great now. I do think Shakur Stevenson great, but I'm trying to look at your logic though by it.
I don't know how many times I got it. He destroyed Tio pretty much 12-0. And then he literally held Zapata to the least amount of punches that he's ever thrown in a fight.
Yeah, but he also got hit more times than he ever been hit in his career.
He did, bro, but that's because Zapata literally is one of the most volume punches that we've ever seen in boxing. So give my boy credit, man. Like he literally,
give him credit. You said he's a C-level fighter.
Who?
Zapata.
Because you told me I can't have both. I told you, I said he's a C-level skill fighter, but he's got fucking A-level superpower and his fucking gas tank and being able to throw crazy amounts of punches. No, you can't be two different grades,
bro. When you grade a person and give them an overall ranking on goddamn Madden or it's one thing. It ain't two different grades. Where is he at? Overall.
Like
that's
I
why
said,
people say overall.
Overall, I guess I would have to give him a B-. But like I said, because of the fact that I said C, but I think he's got an A-level superpower. So I guess we know math. So I guess
that's fair.
That'd be a B-. Okay, B-.
Okay, Zapata's a B-level fighter. So
what
Zapata's better than Ryan.
Fighters? He has to be. He's a world champion. He won it against Lamont Roach, of all people, who's way better than Mario Barrios. So he's.
And since you're making me put them together, Dean, Ryan got to be a B-level fighter too, and Rolly got to be a C-level fighter because, like I said, Rolly is a D+ skill level, but I say his superpower is his strength and his punching power. But I don't think Rolly's athleticism and his explosiveness is A-level. I think it's about B-level. So I say Rolly.
His power and explosiveness are definitely A-level. You can't say that.
Hell no, bro. You tripping.
Yes, it is, bro.
Rolly throws everything hard, bro. That's the reason why he punches. That's what people don't realize too. We were just talking about this on Tego channel. I feel like power is the most overrated shit in boxing, bro. Because you can have
It can change
it's like
the momentum.
rifle.
It's not overrated. It's not overrated. If you land
Yes,
that
it
shit,
is, bro.
if you land
You
that
can
shit,
have-
it can change the momentum of a fight.
If that's like
it
having a
only
high
takes
power
one
rifle.
punch.
That's like having a high power rifle without a fucking scope, bro. That's the reason why.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get to these super chats real quick. Shout out to my dog. I ain't gonna say your name, but shout out to my dog JC is all I'm gonna say. He sent 2 Earth bucks in the Cash App. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my boy Trey. He says salute Dame. He sent 3 Earth bucks in the Cash App. He says salute Dame in the Cash App. Keep cooking, my brethren. You know I will. I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you, my whoa. Thank you very much, Trey. You already know, baby. But nah, y'all, we gotta. If Shakur Stevenson, 2 best wins is Zepeda and Tio. And if Rolly go out here and beat Tio just as bad or worse than Shakur, we ain't talking about what our opinions is of it. I'm talking about career-wise. You got to put him right where Shakur at. It's about facts. The facts of the matter would be that Rolly Romero has a better resume than Shakur Stevenson. Rolly Romero would have beat just as good a competition as Shakur Stevenson. So, do you still think now if they fought each other, if you think Shakur will win, that's fine. But career-wise, they'll be the same exact place. Sorry.
And Shakur better be careful with that kind of fight too.
And Rolly has been headlining more than Shakur too. That's not leave that part out either.
I just want to know what y'all explain to me the X's and O's why y'all feel like Rolly has gotten better. What's
His
gotten
coach,
better about
his coach. He has.
Explain it to me. But you use your words and explain it to me. Break it down. What is he actually doing in the ring?
Just said his coach. I already told you his coach has really honed his skills. He's been able to calm Rolly down.
But if you can't identify what he does and you can't put it, you can't use your words and tell me what he's not.
I'm using my words right now. He's not as wild as he once was. He's setting up shots. He's using more frames. He's using his jab in a different way. He's not as wild. He's using more technique. He has a game plan. He's not going in there just to beat people up. Like he's a different fighter. Altogether.
So you're saying that it's more of, because I can rock with that. You're saying it's more of Silas and his game planning than it is actually Rolly and like his skill set just getting that much better. Because I feel like Devin. I feel like Devin is
able to listen better.
Yeah, because I feel like Devin is the same way. I feel like Devin is real good at following the game plan, in a fight. But I feel like when it comes to actually having to adjust, that's when shit goes out of the window. Because I feel like Devin, even though Devin is a skilled fighter, I feel like Devin is less skilled than Shakur is. And I feel like when the rubber hits the road and he has to make adjustments, he struggles. Like in the Lomachenko fight, he struggled mightily in that fight because Lomachenko figured him out.
My problem is not that you think Shakur's an 8-level fighter. My problem is that you won't give Rolly just as much credit for beating the same level of competition.
I'm gonna give him credit. I'm gonna give him credit.
Fashion. That's
I'm gonna give him credit. Just like I feel like Dean, for example. I wasn't on the panel yet, but y'all was talking about how good James Toney is, bro. James Toney is one of my favorite fighters of all time. I feel like he's one of the most underrated fighters of all time. One of the best fucking chins of all time. And I feel like as far as accolades go, bro, and as far as you saying that you got to put him in the same sentences of Roy Jones, you definitely do. But as far as skill level, no, bro, he's not fucking with Roy. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, we can talk about Rolly. We can talk about skill. We can talk about skill.
Slow down.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Slow down.
They might be different. But
number one, James Toney is more skilled than Roy. Roy was all athleticism.
Bro, that's not true. I hate that.
Bro. I hate.
Well, how about this, Riviera Boxing Nerd? I got one for him. James Toney defense was way better than Roy's.
In the pocket, it was.
Knocked out every chance he
That's
got.
a skill, bro. That's a fucking.
In the pocket, it was, but Roy's feet was his defense, bro. A lot like Devin. So you can't cancel out one and just say, oh, his defense ain't as good because he don't do it.
I'm just saying, James Toney. We talking about a skill. James Toney got. We talking about skills. James Toney got different set of skills, but he's more Marvin Hagler, and Roy's more Sugar Ray Leonard. But
agreed.
But skill wise, they just do different things. They're both very skillful, though. You feel what I'm saying?
Roy was just, most definitely breaking it down skill for skill.
It's like Joe Frazier and Tyson Fury. Is Tyson Fury more skilled than Joe Frazier, or do he just got different attributes than Joe Frazier? See what I'm saying?
I think he's more skilled. I think
Could be. But my thing is, skill is also ring generalship, effective aggression. You understand what I'm saying? Punch Fury punch placement is not close to where Joe Frazier's is at.
Do y'all think athleticism is a skill?
No.
Athleticism is an attribute.
It's an attribute.
Attributes. First of all, let's break down what's the difference. Attributes are things you are born with. Skills are things you can work on.
Agreed. I agree.
Okay? Attribute is how fast you run. That's something you could get faster. You can work on that too. But you either fast or you're not. Tom Brady will never be fast, no matter what he does.
Facts.
Peyton Manning will never be fast, no matter what he does. Who a boxer I'm trying to think of that's not Butterbean. But Butterbean will never be fast, no matter what he did. You understand?
I don't feel like Shakur Stevenson will ever have
power. Shakur never have power.
You know what I'm saying? No.
Shakur can never get power no matter what he does. Him or Devin.
I think they could. I think they could generate more power.
Skill is your footwork. Skill is your punch placement, like how sharp you is or not, how coordinated you is or not. Skills is your head movement. Your defensive skills. It's like rebounding. Like rebounding is a skill. That's something you can work on. That's effort. You see what I'm saying? Defense is a skill. Now, how good you could be at set defense or set skill, your athleticism could play a factor in that. That the guy that's let's say a Jerron Boots Ennis, if he really just worked on just defense, he'll be damn near unhittable because he has the athleticism to go with fighting set way, like a Pernell Whitaker or somebody like that.
I think it's more of a mindset with. I feel like it's more of a mindset with Boots.
No, I know. I'm saying if Boots just strictly worked on defense, his athleticism would make him damn near impossible. Same way if Roy Jones would have just worked on defense, it would have been damn near impossible to hit him because of a certain attributes he had. But you don't have to be fast to have good defense.
Right.
You don't have to be fast to have good punch placement. You don't have to be strong to have explosiveness. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Certain skill sets, a skill set is your jab. Like Jermell Charlo is not the fastest or strongest, but he got the best jab in goddamn boxing. Jamal Charlo, I mean.
Oh yeah.
Because he worked on it.
Oh yeah.
Kobe Bryant wasn't the most agile person. He was very athletic. He wasn't that agile like a Kyrie Irving or Allen Iverson. The agility of it. You know what I'm saying? You know how Kyrie come down that court and he wiggle right past you. That's agility. Kobe got a jab, step, take to the side, spin, bang. That's skill. Even though he could jump out the gym, he do got great athleticism that way. But we talking about his side-to-side movement, not his jumping ability. You dig what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards can jump very high, but Anthony Edwards ain't as coordinated and as agile as a Tyrese Maxey. You understand what I'm saying? Right. It's a difference, bro. So like skills is things that you can work on. Your head movement, your punch placement, your ring generalship, things like that. That stuff helps you
cutting off the ring.
Cutting off the ring, that's a skill.
That's dying.
You understand what I'm saying? Being a combination puncher. You could do that whether you're fast, slow, strong, or weak. You understand?
Right.
If you choose to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like when you go to an NFL combine and they talk about a guy's upside. Your upside is really based on how athletic and talented you are.
Yes.
next to a guy. You know what I'm saying? How high your ceiling is.
Like Jokic
Boot's
don't
ceiling
got
is-
no, like Jokic athletic attributes wise, Jokic is like he's terrible. But skill wise, he 1,000.
Mhm.
Yeah.
His
But
passing
I just don't
ability.
like it when people. I don't like when people dismiss Roy, because obviously Roy one of my favorite fighters ever. But I feel like Boots is kind of getting the same treatment, bro, and I can't stand it. Like on Ring Magazine and stuff, like the panel that Max Kellerman and them get on my fucking nerves. But they be trying to like dumb Boots' skill set down and try to act like, oh, it's like fucking Andre Berto was up there talking crazy. Like, he's not that skilled. He's just a crazy athlete. It's because I know because I was a crazy athlete and I was a crazy athlete. And my skills, I was like, bro, what the fuck? You nowhere near as athletic as Boots.
Berto would have never touched Boots. A lot of these
telling
workers
you.
for the past 20 years would not touch Boots at all.
Crazy athlete is Jerron Ennis, Roy Jones Jr., Gervonta Davis, Sugar Ray Leonard. Those are crazy. Tommy Hearns. Those are crazy athletes. Manny
But you get what I'm saying, though,
Noah
Amir
Inouye. Those are
Amir
crazy athletes, dog. David Benavidez with his speed and combination punching. Those are crazy athletes. What I mean by a crazy athlete is when you have things that cannot be torqued. That makes you a crazy. LeBron James is 6'9", 260, and one of the fastest players we have ever seen. There is nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, when he's coming down the lane, you just get out of the way.
Derrick Rose, you could train for the rest of your life and you won't be as athletic as Derrick Rose is. You could train for forever and won't be Derrick Rose, gang, or Russell Westbrook. That is something God blessed these people with. You either have that or you don't. Steph Curry shooting, that's a skill set. I don't know why I knocked you off. I don't know why.
It wasn't you. After a while, I couldn't hear you. It just
my fault about that. Can y'all hear me now? We good?
Yeah, we good. We're good.
Yeah, I was just saying, Steph Curry shooting. That's now he different. Where well, let me just say this. Steph Curry worked on his skill so much that it became a goddamn talent.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like shooting, his skill became so great that you can shoot all day and you won't be Steph Curry.
And genetics as well. His dad was a great shooter.
You know what I mean? And genetics, it's like he worked on a skill that turned into an attribute.
Yeah.
You know why I say that, y'all? Because that nigga throw it in the air. That shot he hit at the Olympics, dog. That ain't skill, dog. That's talent, gang.
Yeah.
The double behind the back fading away with two people in your grill.
Yeah, he crossed out the whole team and got to the top.
God damn, from 40 feet away, fam. That's one of the best shots I ever seen.
That's argument for one of the best shots. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like, God damn, fam. Like, what do you do about that?
Do y'all think Boots is more athletic or more skilled?
More athletic.
Boots is dang. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's equal with him. I think it's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be equal when he grows older. I feel like it's more athleticism right now. He's gonna hone it into his skill more so.
I ain't mad at that boxing nerd. I ain't mad at it. He do got stuff he need to work on. I ain't mad at that. There's more athleticism.
We gotta keep it real. He's my favorite boxer, but I gotta keep it real, man.
But Boots is definitely he has close to both. I'm gonna say this: another fighter people don't like. I mentioned Gervonta Davis. When Gervonta is focused, put it like this: remember when he took the knee? If he fight every round like the round he took the knee, nobody can beat Gervonta Davis, bro. When he's high volume, high pressure, not just waiting for that shot. When Gervonta on your ass, man. Because now everything plays in a factor. His skill set and his athleticism. And the problem is, the good thing about Boots and Gervonta is that the thing what they're athletic at helps them at their skill. Like it enhances their skill. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It enhances it. They speed and footwork and power and explosion enhances what they already skillful at. So
It's true.
you win for a long night, brother. Like my favorite fight from Gervonta, and people don't agree, but my favorite fight from Gervonta, where I think he showed everything that he had. He threw the kitchen sink at homeboy. Hector Luis Garcia. When Gervonta fighting like that, when he combination punching and punching when you punching and not taking a step back, not when he working you, it's hard to beat that little dog. I'm just being honest, gang. When he was fighting how he fought versus Pitbull, when he messed his hand up, like right before he messed his hand up, that's what I like about Pitbull. Pitbull makes you have to. Do you understand? You have to do this with Pitbull. Zepeda, they put you in predicaments where you have to throw the kitchen sink, or you're not gonna beat them.
It's true.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's why Shakur is so good, because he didn't have to throw the kitchen sink and he was still able to literally.
I think he did, though. I don't agree with that, Riviera. I think he did. That's why he said he's not fighting that way no more. I think Shakur threw everything he had at Zepeda.
He sat in the pocket way more. Well, I can't say way more because he sat in the pocket against Jamel Herring and Oscar Valdez, but we all know the reason why. I'm not oblivious to that. But he definitely sat in the pocket a lot more. But I understand what you're saying, because Zepeda make you do that, bro. You're gonna have to sit in the pocket a little bit with Zepeda.
You're gonna have to bite down a little bit, gang. You don't have no choice in this matter. And Lamont Roach, and you know how you know Riviera? Because Lamont Roach couldn't handle what Shakur could. Once Zepeda kept coming with the pressure, now it's too much. That's why I was mad. Gervonta, what Gervonta say? He was like, man, I just ain't stepped on the gas when I should have. We all saw that. Because once he got mad about the knee, he turned into it. He was already winning that round, but he turned into it. We saw it in a split second. He turned into a different fighter round 9 and round 10.
I tell you who's a horrible style matchup for Zepeda, though. And y'all already know.
Yeah, he better stay. We already know he better stay far away from that nigga.
Bro, Tank stops Zepeda. I feel like Tank stops Zepeda inside 5, bro. You can't.
Inside 5
that's
or
the
6,
difference.
I agree.
Yeah. You can't throw all those punches.
Gonna try to do wherever, and that shit is the last thing you want to
exactly.
do.
We've seen that fight. We've seen that fight already.
You want to get on your back foot against Gervonta. You don't want to be going forward against Gervonta.
It's Santa Cruz. It's
Santa Cruz, Pitbull, Rolly, Pedraza.
No, in terms of
Pedraza, he made Pedraza back up. Pedraza was out there doing all that. Woo, woo,
bro. That's my favorite Tank fight ever. Is the Pedraza fight, bro. That's what. Because I swear, bro, like
Tank at first.
Bro, but people don't realize Tank Davis. That was like a 50-50 fight. It was people saying that Tank was gonna lose, bro. Like, and I was telling everybody, I was like,
he was the underdog in that fight. People thought Tank was gonna lose. He was the underdog.
Yeah, and he beat that dude ass. Like beat him badly.
Oh yeah, the other fight, Riviera, Gamboa. How Gamboa hurt. Gamboa caught Tank with the cleanest 3-punch combination I think I've ever
seen. Yeah.
Even Tank turned, as soon as Tank turned his head, nope, here go another one. Bow. I said, damn, Tank up.
I think Tank has some of the maybe top 5 poker faces when he's hurt, because you can't really tell.
Now, Gervonta Davis got a top 5 chin in boxing. I think that's why it's more of that boxing. Or I think because he gets hit clean. Gervonta get hit with shit. And that ain't just happen. I hate when people act like Tank just start getting. It's the way Tank fight. You're going to get hit when you fight like that, bro. It just is what it is. Him, Jerron,
it's either you're offensive or you're defensive.
Bro. It's like you either going step to the nigga or you not. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's why Frank Martin was having so much success at the beginning. And Tank wasn't worried a little bit because he understood, bro. Like when you fight a certain way, this would come with it. You dig what I'm saying? When you fight like Joe Frazier, when you fight like a Zepeda, when you fight like Pitbull, when you fight like Jerron Ennis, Abdullah Mason, Gervonta Davis, Moses Atama, when you fight like that, you go and take a couple, David Benavidez, you go and take a couple shots along the way.
You're welcoming danger. That's what it is.
You're welcoming danger, man. So it's like, that's just what come with boxing. George Foreman used to get hit a lot. That didn't mean he was going down. George Foreman got one of the best chins ever.
And he has an underrated defense as well.
I tell people all the time, bro, Floyd Mayweather is recognized as the most, accomplished defensive fighter in the history of boxing, probably between him and Sweet Pea.
And I done seen him hurt 4 times.
But bro, Floyd, go watch the Chop Chop fight. Go watch the Emmanuel Augustus fight. Floyd was getting touched up in that fight. But you know why? Because he was trying to stop those guys. He was actually exchanging with them. I don't care how good a defense you got, bro. You can't swim without getting wet. I know it's a saying in boxing, but shit is impossible. That just lets you know how impossible it really is. So,
no, I agree with that, fellas, man. I just think certain fighters, man, we need Bam Rodriguez, how he fights is why he get dropped sometimes. Him and Noah Inoue, they get dropped sometimes. It's because of how they fight. It doesn't mean the guy is going to win and he's more skilled and he's none of these things. It's just when you fight a certain way, when you are an aggressive fighter, that's what come with it. Rolly Romero, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia. When you are an aggressive fighter, that's what come with it, bro. You can't be an aggressive fighter and not get hit. I ain't seen it yet. The best person to do it, to me, is Sugar Ray Leonard having that style.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where he was able to not get hit as much and still be aggressive the whole time. The thing about Sugar Ray is he'll switch it up on you in the middle of a fight. He'll start off going backwards and then go forward, or go forward, or go backwards one round, go forward the next round. Sugar Ray Leonard is one of the more smarter individual high IQ boxers we have ever seen. I'll put him up there top 5 highest IQs you ever seen in boxing, because Sugar Ray one of the few fighters that have switched up what he's doing in the middle of the fight. And from round to round, he don't stick to it. If it's working, he sticks to it. If he don't, he'll switch it up. Go watch that Marvin Hagler fight.
And the first Tommy Hearns fight.
And the first Tommy Hearns fight.
Bro, he's one of the Sugar Ray is one of the 4 kings. He's one of the meanest of the bunch, you know. He's a mean dude.
He the only one to beat all of them.
Exactly. He's a mean dude, man. He's a
Think about it, dog. Think about how good you got to beat Duran, to beat Hagler, to beat Hearns. He accomplished
and
that,
losing to Duran the first time as well. Fighting his fight.
Losing to Duran.
I just
fought 3 times. I didn't know.
Boxing nerd, you said you think Boots is more athletic than skill, and I respect that, because I feel like you know what you're talking about. Just being on the panel, I feel like you know what you're talking about when it comes to this boxing shit. But my thing is, people need to understand, bro. I gotta say that it's equal, like Dean said, and I feel like it's equal, and it's crazy to even think about because how athletic the young man is. But bro, when you can literally switch hitting is a skill. That's a skill. Bro. And when you can do that shit from both sides just as good, it's funny because people talk about how Bud was a great switch hitter, and Bud was a good switch hitter. But if you notice, when shit got hot for Bud, most of the time,
if you made him get out of southpaw,
bro, exactly, he would go to southpaw. Boots, literally, bro, Boots will. Because I thought that about Boots too, but I forget what fight it was. But I was like, bro, this dude been in fucking orthodox for like 5 straight rounds, and then he ended up knocking what's his name out in the orthodox stand. It was Roman Villa. Yeah, so I'm like, bro, this
that was the best fight I've ever seen him in. Yep.
I was like, this dude different, bro. Like literally, because I was arguing with somebody about that because they were saying, man, Boots do the same thing. I was like, no, bro. No, Boots is literally just as good from the southpaw stance as he is from the orthodox stance. Like, and that's a crazy ass skill, bro.
You guys
like you imagine trying to shoot, huh?
You guys want to know a secret? I've learned about Boots' style though.
Talk to me.
From the orthodox stance, he's more of a boxer. From the southpaw stance,
he come get you 100%.
I agree.
And he's a counterpuncher. Exactly, aggressive counterpuncher. So, yeah, from the orthodox stance, he doesn't really get touched much. He's heavy on the jab.
That's his natural stance. That's why.
I agree.
Yeah.
And the dude looked like
southpaw, y'all, because now he get to put his strong hand first. And Boots likes to do that left. Boots likes to do that that right hook. How Ryan like to do the left hook, Boots likes to do that right hook to set. If you notice, Boots hit you with the when he hit Xander with that 5-punch combination, he was in the southpaw stance. What was the first punch he threw to start off the 5-hook combination? It was from the southpaw stance, the right hook, the left hook, the right hook back with the left hook. That's what he want to do to you. See, when he switches to when he's in his natural orthodox stance, now he just leading straight toward you. And I love when Boots is in his orthodox stance because I think that's when he the most defensively responsible.
It's true.
Because now he's boxing you. Now he's the only reason why he switched to southpaw against Xander was because Xander started coming forward because Xander couldn't deal. Remember, as soon as the fight started, Boots caught him with 5 straight jabs, y'all. As soon as the fight started.
Right when it started, yeah.
He hit him with the one.
The speed difference was crazy.
He doubled it up after that. Bop, bop. Xander tried to throw some. He caught Boots. Boots dipped back, hit him again with the other two. Bop, bop. That's when I think Xander realized.
I can't box with him.
I can't box with this dude.
I can't
exactly.
box with him, man.
But I told everybody, Deem, I was on Tego channel, and I told everybody, I said, bro, wait, y'all think Boots was faster? And we had the same sentiment when it came to everybody talking about, man, Boots need to move up because don't nobody want to fight him at 147. And I was always like, bro, do y'all not realize people going to be just as scared or even more scared of Boots at 154 because he going to be faster and stronger at 154. And the thing about him at 147 was he was already faster than guys that he was fighting that was smaller than him. When you move up and you fighting against guys that are a little bit bigger, a little bit slower, but you getting faster while you moving up, bro, the speed difference is going to be crazy. And I told everybody, I said, watch. I said, you saw in the Usman Lima fight how much faster he was than him, but don't nobody like to get, obviously everybody like Usman Lima a bum. So I was like, all right, wait till y'all see somebody that y'all think is pretty athletic in there with Boots and watch how much faster his hands are.
Yo, like
Xander.
Coop just said, bro, wait till he get to 160. That's going to be the best around
bro,
Ennis.
I'm telling you.
I think 160 will be the best around Ennis you see.
That's why I don't think Fundora can do nothing with him because the hand speed difference is going to be fucking crazy, bro.
I know Fundora better
tell
not
you
fight him
something.
at 160. I know that.
Let me tell you something right now, bro. Before we continue the conversation, bro, I watched Fundora versus Germonte Clark yesterday.
Okay.
I scored it about maybe 6-3 with a swing round in Germonte Clark's favor. That meant, and I realized he has a tendency when you're throwing combinations at Fundora, he tends to freeze.
Yeah,
he tends to freeze, stand there, and catch shots with his chin, bro. It's bad. Like I understand.
I'm gonna tell y'all, Boots gonna have to stay in an orthodox stance because what hand is Tim Tszyu? Tim Tszyu southpaw, right?
Yeah, I know he's orthodox.
No, he's orthodox.
He's orthodox. Sebastian Fundora gets hit with straight rights like it ain't nobody goddamn business, gang.
Yeah.
I've noticed he cannot get out of the way of a straight right hand to save his goddamn life.
No.
It is there for the taking. It don't matter who. One thing Fundora hasn't got better at, moving his head. He does not move his head whatsoever.
He's 6'6", bro.
Bro,
he don't feel like he got
with
to.
those straight rights every single time, bro. And I think that's going to be, and that's Boots' power hand for real, for real. So
yeah,
I just think that I just think that Boots smart. He'll stay in orthodox, box Fundora, and keep lining up that straight right hand because it's there every time for the taking. I don't know why that particular punch bothers Fundora so much, but I noticed Tim Tszyu, especially the first time and even the second fight, every time Fundora gets the ropes, Tim Tszyu was letting that straight right go, and he was catching him. It's just that he couldn't deal with what Fundora was throwing back.
You know what's crazy
you
too?
know the punch that I feel like, because that's a good point. But one of Boots' favorite punches is the shit that he put. What's the dude name? Well, he put the black dude from Canada down with it, and he put
overhand right.
Puerto Rican
overhand,
that overhand overhand shit that he throw. Bro, I can see him straight. I mean, brutally knocking Fundora out with that shit, getting his head off of the line and throwing that shit like he throw it. It's curtains, bro.
And people be disrespecting him about his IQ and all this other stuff. He figured out Lima in a round. He knew that if he threw an uppercut from the opposite stance, he would have got him out of there. And to even counter out that, he was setting that uppercut that he dropped what's his name, Xander, in the 5th round from like round 2, round 3. If you watch the fight again, he was throwing the left and dipping to his right continuously. He did it from the 3rd round before he got hurt. He did it again in the 5th, and he did it in the 5th. And he pretended to throw an uppercut. He switched, and then he threw the uppercut again after he threw the straight left hand. Like he was setting it up. He has an IQ. Like he knows what he's doing. I don't understand why people think he's just a go-getter.
Hey, fellas.
Terminator
man,
machine.
I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here, fellas.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Y'all come back tomorrow. We be live tomorrow, man. We're going to be chopping it up some more, man. Get this boxing content out, man. I appreciate y'all every year. Thanks for coming up here, man. Great conversation, man. Boxing Nerd, I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know, man. Bro. Thank you for coming up here, y'all. Y'all be safe. Have a good day. You did? Shout out to the bros, man. That was a great live, man. Great conversation, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man. And y'all know Dame ain't never going to leave y'all off, you know, without leaving y'all off the right way, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody have a great day, man. I'm about to go try to do the same. And I'll holler at y'all. Enjoy y'all weekend, man.
I think I saw the same thing when you told me about love and now it's gone. Now it's gone.
Kid from bad cities with good hearts. We had bad starts, now we gotta push the start. It's sunny outside, but the ceiling just come apart. Can't be a teacher if you scared to leave your mark. I'm A+, hope my daughter keeping her grades up. It's hard to reach out, especially when you way up. The clothes can be loud, but that really don't say much. Roll around a Fanta, I'm smoking a beige blunt. I want black people to come together, I can't front. Like hot sauce, crossovers on N1. They want me to hate myself, not say that I'm handsome. For this money, they holding our integrity ransom. When you gift it, just know they want Christmas canceled. So I stay with the Tommy, cause on this mic I'm Bruce Lee when it come to karate. You gotta listen, somebody taught Mr. Miyagi. That's just shit you gotta learn. That's why kids sit on the potty. Guess it's my job to tell them. Then I'm young, black, and elegant. Did I mention intelligent? With the heart the size of an elephant, with rhymes that cut the mustard, that give you something you could relish in. I'm hot, dog, what that mean if I can't eat? I'm on a beach, feet burning from the sand heat. A lot of people got voices that can't speak. Record labels put out diss songs so we can beef. Y'all better wake up, they want a females thinking they beauty come from makeup. She don't want to get left behind, so she went and got a fake butt. She worried about her lace front, I'm trying to get a lake front. Swear I'm the hottest, like the 7th and 8th month. Never been a crash dummy, no lie, I can't stunt. These rappers dull, they can't make the cut. You ever felt like good enough wasn't good enough? Your mom made you mad and you couldn't cuss? I know the feeling, that's why I ain't chillin' till my children got $1 million. And the whip Sicilian, but the passenger Brazilian. Wayne taught me one thing in this game, is no ceilings. My bars like Alex Fleming discovering penicillin. But somehow I'm still sick, suck at blackjack. 21 and up, I still hit. Thanks for rocking with me, cause we said real Chris had the same impact as a slap from Will Smith.